yeah, welcome to the late night Crazy Crafter edition. Here, we've got the one, the only, Sebastian from Atmoseeker. Hey!
Hey guys, well, thanks for having me. Oh, it's amazing to be here. Great to have something to paint. Oh boy, I'm especially I'm just really eager to paint this thing. Get us ready for our little live stream that we're gonna have some fun with it. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. This has been a little bit of a crazy week. A little although not as crazy. I don't have a 6.0 earthquake in my life like you did the other day. That's 24 hours past, but I'm doing well. I'm hanging out. I think I streamed a little too late last night. I burned the candle pretty hard. I was pretty tired today, but
I mean, it's all about late night stuff for me, at least. You got to get the goblins to bed, and then whatever's left in the night, that is when this place gets humming in here, I guess. But yeah, we had an earthquake down here. It went for about 30-40 seconds and stuff. We're all a bit shaken up by it. It's other than that, it's something new to happen, I guess. It's shake things up in lockdown.
Dude.
But everything. The worst casualty was a bottle of whiskey that fell off the shelf.
It
was a high fall. It fell down all the way to the ground. Try not to waste as much. You got to pick out the glass first.
Did you get
a straw?
So there are worse spills than your Agrax Earthshade out there, everyone. Right? Spilling the whiskey casualty in the middle of it is pretty. That's not a good one. We don't like that.
Oh, there was a single tear that kind of went down. Oh boy, it was not a happy day, especially because that was my 3000th whiskey. Right. This was the one that. Not 3,000, but 3,000. Yeah, my 3,000.
3,000, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So,
well, if that's the only casualty from the quake, that's not a bad thing, my friend. So
yeah, I don't think anyone got really hurt, which is good. So yeah. I guess one of the benefits of lockdown, really.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, we're chilling here, hanging out. I looking over here. I thought I saw. Oh, it is a spider. I have a little spider over there. What's up, spider? Little spider, look at he's like, Seb's here. We must increase the atmosphere in the garage for Colin. We'll make it as spooky as possible. Look at you.
I've got spiders in here.
Are you in your garage?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the garage.
So this is the far end of the garage.
Okay.
So we haven't had cars in here for months. So I've taken over. I got everything on wheels.
No cars?
So
it's on wheels. So that counts. That counts. It's on wheels.
Yeah, we've got a little Christmas tree here filled up with cameras. But everything. So I've got now a more permanent game room type setup over there. So the plan is I'm going to do some little walkthroughs of atmosphere walkthroughs and stuff, so I can change up the lighting and stuff. Have a dedicated space to kind of show some different atmosphere, ambience. The fog machine just goes nuts. Oh boy! But then, and then I've got a better spot for my 3D printing right there. So the fumes just
shoot. Yeah, just shoot. They filter right into your space there, so you can huff them in. You can huff them in as you're crafting. Right. I was making a joke. What other camera angles? We got some different camera angles here. Let's
all right. Well, let's give the
virtual dime tour. You give the dime tour.
The big one here, so I can stretch out. You guys can see my big muscles and stuff, and just kind of flex and stuff.
My muscles. You're flexing your stream muscles here. Right now. Mm-hmm.
And now you got a little bit more definition here on the forearms. Yeah, nice here that we can see what I'm going to work on in a second here. A little popcorn cam too. We can get that in the shot here. Get some sound going of that.
Is it movie butter? Is it kettle? What is it? What's your popcorn?
This is salty sweet here. It's just like how I like my women. Just
salty and sweet.
Then there's the face cam. There's my face. And just with some filters going on, just to make me look less haggardly.
Now, before you move on from this camera, I made this joke before we started streaming, or I'm going to comment on it again, but the true upgrade here is your game room is getting a little like I see a lot more chains and like shackles hanging on around there. So this room might double as more than just the game room.
This is I got at least 20% more chains going on here. This is all just. You never know where you're gonna need some chains. Oh look, to be honest, I've got just a whole bunch of Halloween supplies that I don't know how to hide in boxes anymore. So now it's just I hang it around. But Halloween's getting closer, so we're gonna work it out. I'm gonna have to pull out more stuff.
It's the like you said, you're calling it the Atmoseeker Christmas, right? It's that equivalent.
That's right. Halloween is the Atmoseeker Christmas. We've got, this is the best time to stock up on skulls. If you don't have enough skulls, you never have too many skulls. I still have a box full of skulls. I'm going to use all of those skulls. You're going to make Death Mountain 2.0. You're going to make another Death thing. I don't know. You can never have too many skulls, especially you scatter them around. That's good atmosphere. It reminds your players that they're going to die. It's not an if or when. It's this is gonna happen. Whatever level and stuff. But you gotta keep it in the mind. It's all that's the other part of the atmosphere. It's all the head game stuff too. Play the right type of music. Just you gotta wear them down because it's all about winning D&D, right? And that's how you win.
I'm laughing like I'm excited to see what you throw at us when we play when we play your Halloween one shot next month with everyone. We'll talk more about that. But that's I'm always excited to play with new DMs and new groups. I think you've assembled, Danny I'm super familiar with, but everyone else, like even Devs and Dice is a new channel to me. So until
man.
Yeah,
Leif is fantastic. If anyone in the chat who doesn't know what it is, Devs and Dice, Leif, he's amazing. Nordish, Swedish, Viking. He's all the way up in the north, making crafted terrain. Is like Vikings should.
Yeah,
every video. It's
like the Vikings should.
To the Allfather.
To the Allfather. I think he was someone who has been recommended to me before, and I slowly started to get introduced to his channel, and it was so wild that when you connect it, dude, this was a heavy pour, by the way. I'm gonna be sauced here pretty soon.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You're the one running this stream too.
Well, good. It's all right. I'll be all right. A little slur. Where's the filter? I'll just add the filter to correct slurred speech. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I don't have that.
But
that's fancy, like paid OBS plugin.
That's right. We have to pay. Sure. We have to pay. I'm sure you got to pay for that plugin. But yeah, Leif's channel is awesome. If you aren't familiar with that, you should check him out. And there's before we dive into the rest of those folks, I want folks, if they're not familiar with you, tell us a little bit about Atmoseeker and your channel, my friend.
Well, hang on. You don't know what Atmoseeker is? Of course you don't, because I'm too small, but I am a fantastic lighting guy, I think, I hope. But, a lot of the channel I kind of experiment a lot with. I'm just passionate about tabletop gaming atmosphere, and I find that is just fantastic for inspiring roleplay at the game table. So it's everything from music, sound effects, lighting, fog, all the kind of stuff that you put around the table, the terrain, how to kind of use that terrain. That's a lot about what my channel's about.
Nice.
And it's just been a very exciting journey just to kind of I'm going to look at this light or this thing, and just these exciting new tools and techniques to kind of help amplify the atmosphere at your tabletop role-playing games. So that's kind of what I do, and it's kind of, I think it's kind of scratching that itch of I missed my calling, I think, to work in prop special effect monster movie magic time, because if I had to do it again, it would be that. I would be just making the Predator or something. You just be working with latex and stuff. I think if I had to do it again, if it wasn't a different kind of CGI climate these days, so that's what this channel is. There's I'm getting that out of my system, and once it's done, I quit. I'm out of here. One day it's just
it'll never be finished. It's always gonna be.
But let's burn high though. We gotta get all the subscribers and everything and viewers all the way up there, and then
just cut it off. Just burn it to the ground.
Yeah,
no, I mean I'm excited. I'm excited that you were free and that this worked out and you were able to come hang out with us today.
Totally.
It's been since March, since last we met. It was March. Oh, yes. I see you there. Cheers, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink.
Cheers.
Clink. Cheers.
Well, I was hoping that we'd be toasting to 1,000, but when that comes, then we'll
happily toast. It's like you said, we were chatting again beforehand. It's to quote Morgan Freeman from The Shawshank Redemption, a little bit of time and pressure. That's all it takes. And in all things, that's part of
when you mean pressure, it's just like grabbing people. It's like...
No, I don't mean pressure. I just mean the pressure is the content, right? That's the pressure. It keep creating opportunities for folks.
I know the secret.
No, you don't. Whatever, Mr. Dungeon Master, the legitimate Dungeon Master.
Look, I see people in the chat calling this like a sex dungeon and stuff. That's uncalled for. That's unfair. I wouldn't do it in here. There's too many spiders in here.
Yeah, fair. I can't do. Spiders are a little scary for me. I mean, I'm okay. Okay, so here's my thing. I'm absolutely terrified when I go. One day I will visit Australia. My wife and I really want to visit Australia, but if I see anything over the size of my hand running around the ground, I'm going to jump back on the plane. And I feel like I'm going to make it about 5 minutes before I jump back on that plane and get the hell out of there. That's my fear.
I don't think... Yeah, look, you can get some big stuff, but I don't think that's the main thing. Like, the main thing is that, like, even the tiny stuff, everything's just trying to kill you. Everything's deadly.
Everything is dead. That's true. It doesn't matter what it is in Australia. You get off and you're just like, oh...
Don't worry about the size.
Welcome
little thing's going to, like... crawl into your ear.
There's a hole in the ozone down here. The sun's trying to kill you right now. The sun's killing you now.
That's right. It not the verse. Get the pair of wands to protect yourself.
So far, this content has been amazing for all of you viewers. I'm quickly, what are we, 13 minutes in, and I never get to drink on my stream normally, Seb, because I stream at 10 a.m. and it's a little early. Maybe a brunch, maybe a mimosa stream one of these days.
One of those squares.
Yeah. You don't drink at 10? Lame.
Every time I've been since working from home, it's just the liquor bottle right there, just to kind of calm the shakes, just to kind of ease your way through lockdown and everything. Because we're still locked down here and stuff, so don't go out for much. We'll probably not until I'm double vaxxed and everything. That's I think that's the road now. We're all on the road to vaccinations. Some people don't want to get it, but I'm getting it.
Yeah, it's definitely. It helps, right? It helps make a difference. I think Pfizer just announced yesterday that the initial preliminary results for kids from 5 to 11 here in the States, right? Well, hopefully around the world soon. Hopefully it can be distributed. Like, it's looking good. So that's kind of where we opened up too soon here in California, and we quickly kind of had to right the ship, as it were, and it's taken a couple months, but I think we moved to the orange tier status, so not super highly transmissionable. But so, man, it is nuts. Like, here we are a year and a half later, and I guess it's been good for the hobby in some sense, right?
What else are you gonna do? Right?
Would Atmoseeker have come to existence if not for the pandemic?
Probably not as quickly, that's for sure. Yeah. I think I had a lot of friends kind of encouraging me to do something, but like it gave me some time to set up these things, to make a Christmas tree full of cameras and stuff. Just to electrocute myself a few times before I work out which lights work and stuff. It's still kind of dangerous up there. I wouldn't go up there. There's a couple of railings up there that there are some. I've got like power boards plugged into power boards. There's not a lot of sockets in this garage, but they're all surge protected now. So if I am gonna get a jolt, it's not gonna be a deadly one. You know?
That's good.
And it's gonna so that's the plan.
That's
I guess.
the good plan.
Don't die. You know, don't lose your eye. I think that's what I was talking about in my last stream.
Oh, yeah.
I almost lost my eye in here, but
yeah, you had sharp pointy things. You gotta be careful. Zane says I should bring a didgeridoo and a boomerang and I'll be fine. I'm gonna use the didgeridoo to like enchant the creatures. It's one of my favorite musical instruments, by the way.
You just use it as a giant straw to suck them up and eat them, get the proteins, the nutrients.
That was my didgeridoo. It was really good.
It was great.
Yeah,
I liked it.
On point.
I'm a fan.
Game Master
If I could subscribe again for that, I would.
you would. Well, talk to us a little bit about what you're working on today, what you're painting on. Because that has a great that will tie in beautifully to a really cool project that we. I'm
gonna cut.
Professional streamer. No,
that.
I can't unsee it. It's for life, bro. It's on the internet for forever.
No, you didn't say that. The camera's upside down, so I've got to kind of. If it was.
Do your thing. I did kind of want to be a druid.
See that little click? That's a thumbs up from the camera saying everything's alright. Everything's looking fantastic.
Survey says, let's see.
Alright, there we go. So this was from the other stream that I did the other night. I had a 3D print I was kind of putting together. It's of this spooky ghost lady with 8 arms and lanterns. So it was a failed 3D print that I was able to kind of piece together again, just by gluing out some extra arms. And you know, using super glue on resin prints is not a fun game. It's, it didn't make for did it make for a good stream? I don't know. I glued my fingers a few times and
I had fun.
To drink
I had
some
fun
whiskey
on that
and
stream.
stuff. So
it's always fun to hang out on a show. Again, I hadn't planned on. That stream happened right at that's how I woke up. I watched the sunrise, Sebastian, and watched you super glue your fingers to this mini. So it was a good morning. This is how I was like, come on, Seb, just start streaming at this time every day for me.
Yeah, like if it happens, it's just like this is often like I love streaming at night just because you can have a little nip of something. I wouldn't recommend it with like sharp tools and stuff, just because I think I was getting a little swing happy with like a blade in there. I was like, I'm gonna put this knife down because I'm probably gonna slice my eye again. I don't know. But that's a good look for the Atmoseeker. Oh, the Atmoseeker. It's got like an eye patch and stuff. I'll workshop that. See how the demographic kind of works out. I think that's worth testing. We can test it right here. I've got an eye patch somewhere. I don't know. So this little monster dealie is for our live Let's Play that's going to happen in October, late October, 30th of October. I think it was 12 p.m.
12 p.m. Pacific time. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. So this is in preparation for that. You're a player in this. We've got Leif from Devs and Dice. We've got Danny from 3D Printed Tabletop. Colin from the Crazy Crafter, as I've already said. And Travis Savoy from RPG Music Baker. Music Baker.
Yeah, Travis is a music maker.
And he's a fantastic composer for RPG music, that is specifically designed for like tabletop gaming. So I'm going to use a lot of his music in the stream as well. So it's going to be a little Halloween adventure where it's going to be like very swamp based and stuff. And this is the main monstery creature thing that's going to be in there. So I'm going to try and
I'm going to hack to bits with my cleric.
That's right. Well, look at you can't see the legs. She's got little ghosts, wispy legs though.
She's got wispy ghost legs. That's a cool mini.
Yes.
And you're going to try to.
This is from.
Go ahead. Where's that from?
Oh no, this is from Printed Obsession, I think. I got it from my mini factory. Maybe I'll drop a comment in this video afterwards and just put a link in there.
Please do. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
But yes, Yeah, it's a cool one. A little tricky to print with all the arms and stuff. So,
Yep.
but I did it, and it didn't waste any resin. So that's
do you auto support, or do you do your manual supports? Do you place them?
Look, I like to go in, manual. You gotta feel out all the nooks and crannies of this model. Get in there, get nice and intimate. So when you print it out, you know where all these supports are. Some I haven't had much luck with pre-supported models.
Right.
I'll see a lot of versions of models come out with this is all pre-supported. Well, it's like, holy shit, that sounds convenient. Yes, I don't have to put supports in it, but obviously I'm still dialing in my 3D printer because oh wow, all the supports printed, but where's the model? Where's the goddamn model?
Yeah.
So yes, I think that's mostly my shortcomings of just
Sure.
it's the exposure wrong or something.
Right.
I don't know. So yeah. So often I think I've worked out this clear resin, so that's why I've gone I'll go manual, pop in my resin, little supports in there and stuff, and it kind of works out for the most part, I guess. Kind of get used to it, kind of where you're gonna kind of put supports and things. Little island. I kind of like to think of it like you're building a sand castle, going inverted. So you kind of got to work out how you can't put sand on nothing. So you're gonna build it up.
Well, I thought you did a good job saving. I thought that was a great stream the other day of taking something, and again, that was a recent video you had, right? Here's a failed print, and how do I convert it into something that isn't failed? I think that's a great attitude and mentality for it, because otherwise, especially if you're anyone who is in the 3D printing hobby knows it's there are failures that happen every now and again, and what you can do with those failures is great. And I think either turning into a kit bash like you did with one of your recent videos that you did is great, and also just in the stream the other day, you can absolutely amend it and take it in. I was wondering why. I was like, why isn't he just using green stuff or some sort of milliput? But you're trying to maintain the translucence for the mini, to keep that translucent quality with this mini. So that'll be fun. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, you told me this before, this is your first attempt at a translucent mini, right? You first attempt painting it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I printed little spell effects and stuff like that, but never just a creature, I guess. So it would be interesting just to work out what's opaque and what's not opaque. At the moment, it's clear, but it's got a brownish clear. So I'm hoping to just use some inks and stuff. I did a little bit of research to kind of work out.
That's more than I do when I start a project. Research. What's that?
I mean, it looks like inks. Inks are gonna be my way to go.
Inks
so
I'm gonna. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna use some inks. I think I've got some green inks and stuff ready to go. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I think that's the good thing about doing stuff live. Sometimes you never know if it's gonna work out or not. And sometimes it's fun to see just a little spectacular wreck. There we go. Good. I'm gonna start with this.
Sometimes the wreck is. Oh, see, those inks are good. See, maybe that's what I need to do, because I should have grabbed him. I didn't grab him. He's primed out on my spray paint table. I posted a picture earlier in the Discord and shared it with some folks. I think I shared it with you. I think you saw it. I put it on Instagram. But that little ghost that I was sculpting last week from our guest on the live stream, I think inks might be a good way to go. I thought the airbrush would be cool with him too, to try to get some nice smooth transitions for those, this almost not quite, because it's not translucent like the resin, but to try to get it as translucent and kind of ethereal as possible. But my airbrush is all gunked up, man. I had
bad luck with that.
Yeah, I'm still no luck. Still no luck over here. It's crazy.
You could put some ink in your mouth. And just blow it.
Put it in my mouth.
And then just blow it out onto it.
You're so
I haven't tested this. So
okay, I'll let you know. I'll let you know how that goes.
We'll see how this goes. So a little human airbrush kind of thing. I think just spit ink all over this thing. That would be. I really just want your model to fail. I just want to win.
You want to win. Well, there's a couple of folks that have joined us. We have Modelspore. Modelspore is here in the chat. Welcome, Modelspore. I don't know if you've been, Modelspore, is that are you an Atmoseeker fan? Are you a Crazy Crafter fan? I think this is the first time I've seen you pop up in the chat. Modelspore, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Saying that you're working and watching. Thanks for working and watching. Are you hobbying or are you working? Either way, it's great to have you there. Game Master Vault says, going back to talking about supports earlier, I like living on the edge. He doesn't support anything. Your VAT is messy, sir.
Hey, no, but there's something to that. There's something pure about those unsupported models and stuff. It's like there are some you can. There's like Rocket Pig games. He does a lot of unsupported stuff. She, I don't know. But there are a lot of like unsupported kind of models you can download, and that is just like awesome to just like not mess around with supports it out at all, and just comes out and it's just like, I have it. It's printed. It's fun.
That's wild to me. Unsupporting a model, I like shun at the thought. Is that something that you were joking about, GMV, or is that something that you truly do? Do you roll unsupported? You'll have to let us know. Do you swing freely, as it were? Right?
It has to be like modeled in a specific way, but it's possible, and you can get some really beautiful sculpts out of it. Yeah, definitely.
Have you
definitely check
stuff
out Rocket
unsupported?
Pig Games. Yeah, a few stuff. There's some stuff up on the shelf.
What do you got? What do you got? Show us.
I can show you something.
Show us all the things.
Yeah,
welcome to the stream, Laura. We see you there. Welcome tonight. Thanks for joining us. Little late, she says. No worries. We're not going anywhere. I'm definitely not going to go 4 hours tonight. I think I can finish these 7 buildings in this period of time, but I don't know, Seb. I'm pretty. For all of you guys know, I'm feeling pretty good right now. This whiskey is. I had a heavy pour.
What did I miss?
All you missed was me saying that I didn't really eat dinner tonight, and I had a few of these corn chips left over from the stream yesterday, and this heavy whiskey pour. You may have to take over the stream here, Seb. I may pass out. Yeah. It's happening quickly, but that's okay. Such is life.
All right, so this guy's unsupported.
Ooh, he turned out great.
He's like that shallow depth of field on this lens. Guys, it's a stylistic choice, I guess. But yeah, he's unsupported. He's got no supports. And it's just, see how it's kind of sculpted in a specific way. And you've got, even like this arm is not free floating. It's kind of blended into where the leg is and stuff. So he's cool. He's cool. I'm getting some Lord of the Rings vibes from this guy.
It's a great troll. I love that. I love that dude. He looks great unsupported. I see Rob Evans. Welcome, Superfly Rob. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
that is a Rocket Pig. Rocket Pig.
Is it?
Rocket Pig Games, yeah. And we've got this Lich. That's unsupported as well.
Ooh.
So see how like it's sculpted in a way like all the fingers are going upwards and stuff. Yep. So it's got something to kind of build up on them.
So it can build up over it. I like it.
Yeah.
That is something I have not dabbled in. I have always supported my minis. I'm gonna have to look into some prints that don't require supports and see. Just experiment with that a little bit.
It just comes out good.
Yeah, I like it when it just comes out good. That's an important quality for me in the hobby, because not all, like you said, sometimes I don't support my stuff very well, and it when it prints, it's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking when that happens.
Yeah, I just hate wasting resin in general. So it's fun when it's fun when you can salvage stuff. I've got just a little box of failed print stuff, and it is a morale. It kind of digs into you a bit. It's just like, what have I been trying with this stuff? Like, this is the worst. I'm never printing ever again.
Yes.
To spend $170 on this piece of shit printer thing. It's like I've touched way too much resin, and maybe that resin's in my brain, and now I'm just, I don't know, like everyone's scared of touching resin. I'm scared of touching resin.
Oh, it definitely
touches.
you
It's
shouldn't
just.
touch. You
Ah! It's just. Oh, this is gonna turn into like cancer or something. I don't know. But yeah, don't touch resin, kids.
Don't touch
Don't
resin.
drink resin. Sometimes it looks delicious.
Don't
though.
vape
Like,
resin. Did you hear
Don't-
about that? Did you hear about that the other day? Or I don't know
Holy
if
shit,
you.
that sounds like
So,
an awful idea.
Michael from Not One Videos accidentally vaped UV resin. However, Zane looked up
Is he okay?
the yeah, he's alive. It was a
Okay.
non-toxic version of it, I believe. He's still alive, so
And, you know,
we're pretty
like
sure it was
dishwashing soap is non-toxic, I guess, but you know you shouldn't drink
But
it.
just shouldn't drink it. Yeah, it's true.
All right.
Well, he
Well,
survived.
I was
He survived.
curious about the taste, like UV resin. That doesn't even sound like a good flavor, you know.
Don't vape resin cross this. It's true. The tail mini guy. Hey fellas. Hey yourself there, fella. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We are painting away. Seb, this was a really heavy pour of whiskey that I don't know what I was thinking, but
I mean,
it's not a bad thing. It's gonna be fun.
there is only one way to pour whiskey, and it is a heavy pour.
You know,
gotta
you're
do
not
it a
wrong.
manly fist. Where's whiskey? You gotta measure your glasses by the wrist, by the fist.
By the fist,
By the
eh?
wrist.
It's
Or
going to
the
be by the
fist.
fist.
That's right.
This is Monkey Shoulder. We're not sponsored by Monkey Shoulder. Although, man, how awesome would that be? Like a whiskey sponsorship? That's when you know. That's when we know we've made it, Seb. When we can get a whiskey sponsorship, we know we've made it.
That's the plan. That's the end goal.
I mean, that is the end. That is the goal, right? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Let me know if that compressor sounds a bit loud. I can mute my mic while I do this kind of stuff.
I think it sounds okay. Let's hear it again.
I mean, it's going.
Is it?
Right
I don't
now.
hear it. I don't hear it at all.
Fantastic.
I think it's I think
I'm
it's
just
great.
I'm gonna start spraying ink on this thing.
Spray
Wish me luck.
ink. Get that. I want to see that pretty mini painted up so I can hack it to bits.
I wonder if it's just gonna be just do the ink, and then that's it.
Maybe.
You know, I should keep this center, spin it around, it stays in focus. We're all learning how to do the video stuff, right?
Yeah. We're all definitely. Anyone who's done any sort of live. I mean, really any video content creation, but certainly from the live streaming component, it's all a work in progress. It's all a work in progress. That's for sure. That is 100% sure. Oh, that ink's
look at
looking good. That's looking really good, bud.
That's
I like
real,
that.
it's just light.
Sounds good on this end, Robert Evans says. It's not too loud. It's just the perfect ASMR of compressor sound. That's my view on it, Seb. It sounds good.
Awesome.
He avoided sticking
Look
the
at that.
UV light.
That looks delicious.
Yeah, it does look delicious. It looks marshy. It looks marshy, bro. I think it looks good.
How far am I going to go with this?
Oh, you're gonna go
This
take
thing.
it far, baby. Take it far. Don't mess around.
Keep it as translucent as I can.
Don't mess around with it.
Translucent.
Let me put that. Dude, I am running out of. My space is so messy and disorganized, everyone.
I saw you set up on the last stream. It's like,
Yeah.
how does he know where things are?
I don't know.
Things are.
I
I noticed
know.
we're not seeing a cutting mat cam. We're just.
Oh, we are now. We have a cutting mat cam.
Oh boy, I don't get
It's
that.
there.
I don't get that.
It's
I
here.
don't get that cutting. Oh man, I
It's
should
here.
switch up.
It's
I should
up
be
there.
watching the. I should be
I've got it
watching
up
the
there.
stream at the
I've
same
got
time.
it. I've got the.
Probably
face
all these
cam
like
up here.
hateful comments about Seb. Just like
No.
I can't believe this guy. Why
Everyone's
is he like
everyone's hanging out,
so
man, enjoying the
racist
stream.
against ghosts? Like all ghosts are green. Just like get it, you know, get a clue, pal.
Get a clue, pal. It's true. Throw shade Seb's way, please, on the stream. Reaper makes transparent paints too. Game Master Vault saying, I painted a few minis with them to keep them looking ethereal. Ooh, maybe I'll have to look into those before I paint. I gotta paint this thing up and finish it on before the end of Saturday, because I challenge, for those of you who aren't following me on Instagram, which by the way, you should be able to. You should follow both Sebastian and I on Instagram if you haven't. You can find all that social media links to the description of Seb below, including his Patreon, which is listed there.
Thank you.
Anyway, I challenged a local, or not local, he's not local, he's in Oklahoma. But I challenged a fellow live streamer on Instagram and creator. We always joke, Seb, on our streams, it's always hard to finish up our works in progress, right? So I challenged him to finish up. Initially I was like, oh, I'm gonna finish this ghost, right? And I'll finish that up. And then he was like, I'm gonna finish 2 things. And I was like, well, actually, I'm gonna finish my entire Killteam Terrain this week. So I quickly escalate. Like, don't escalate with me. It's not a good idea. I'm very competitive. So, but I'm gonna have to see if I can snag some of those Reaper transparent paints, GMV. That sounds cool. Tail Mini says, real excited to see how the Ghost Lady turns out, says Tail Mini Guy. Yeah, it's looking good already. Look at all that. Look at that detail you were able to get in there. Those inks are looking pretty good, Seb.
And these aren't craft specific. I mean, you could use them for crafts. Any kind of crafts, but not tabletop game stuff. So these Liquitex inks are pretty good.
Yeah.
They've got some very vibrant pigments in it.
Is that the?
I'm just trying to gauge how, not too much,
Right.
But still kind of keeping it kind of clear.
Is are the Liquitex inks the primary inks you've worked with before?
I've used other ones, but these ones seem to have the best pigment and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Liquitex. Call me.
Yeah. Call me.
We'll do it. We'll do a deal.
We'll do a deal, huh? We'll do a deal, huh? You'll help me paint marsh ladies forever. It'll be good. It'll be good for you.
To have a living to paint marsh ladies. That would be my dream.
I just had the envision of you. Yes. Truly just enjoying all that. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it turns out
dear? Oh, just painting marsh ladies.
Crazy is trying to win crafting, Rob says. I am with this one. I thought it was fun. The entire challenge was in fun, and it is out of jest. I thought it would be fun to see if we could push ourselves and challenge ourselves, because that homemade sculpt that's a big. There's green stuff involved with it. There's painting it. There's that's a big deal. Like trying to finish. It's something I've always struggled with, trying to finish up a build from that week's stream. So I'm trying to finish one project before moving on to the next. That's kind of a end of the year goal that I'm implementing before I have to set more New Year's resolutions.
It's nice to finish stuff.
I think so.
Even on our last stream that I joined on, I still haven't finished that thing. That
was so cool. The spaceship kind of.
That's
you had a really good idea for that, Seb. I've been meaning to ask you
finish it
about
one
that.
day.
You should. I'd love to see it.
I think I wanted to tie some of those little fog things I've made. They're little micro foggy things, so they kind of do this little fine mist, and you can direct it for little pipes and stuff. So I was gonna have it just like, I'm gonna set this thing to puffer mode, so every now and then it'll just do like little steam coming out of these little pipes.
That's cool.
In the build. So that was the plan. That's the goal. Still, I haven't given up on it. It's still sitting on a pile over there in the shadows, waiting one day. Every now and then I hear it calling to me.
It calls me, but I ignore it.
So, I see you there. Don't worry. Don't tell your brothers, but I'm working on other things. Okay, here we go. This is half the thing with an airbrush, right? You gotta clean it out.
Yeah. What do you do? You use the airbrush? What is it? The airbrush cleaner, the Medea. I have Medea. Much good it's done.
I mean, I've got some cleaner here. What's this? Just your regular cleaner. That's from Vallejo.
I see. Vallejo.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Vallejo.
works fine. But for the most part, I just use water at the start. Just gotta flush it out,
Yeah.
You flush it out all those pigments.
Don't let it get stuck in there.
That's right. You get one of those pigments in there, it's gone.
It's gonna be all up in your grill if you don't leave it there. It's true.
That's right. fill it up with all these pigments.
Ooh, so what you're layering the green down? What's going to be another one you you layer?
That was as far as I. That's as far as I planned.
Good plan, good plan, Seb. Good game.
That's as far as I go. I'm gonna have a little snack here, just kind of like assess life. I think.
That's good. Some popcorn.
What I have an offering, lady. Yeah, need strength. I'm just gonna be cleaning this airbrush in the background.
Clean it.
A little bit of cleanup.
You do you.
You gotta clean it. You gotta clean this thing.
You do have to clean this thing.
It smells like ammonia.
Ooh. Don't vape it.
No. Maybe that's his like spin-off YouTube channel, just like, will I vape this? And it's just X.
Will I vape this? Ding ding ding. What has he won, Johnny? Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Love it.
Yeah.
Bless you. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I didn't take my allergy medicine today, so I'm a little sneezy. I'm a little sneezy tonight.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to work out what the plan is here.
Oh, you put popcorn next to your mini for
just so people can see it in high definition.
Are you showing off your snack? Is that what's happening on the stream? I don't know what you're doing. I love it. That popcorn look. Oh, and
just everything.
That looks really good. That looks really professional. It almost makes up for the fact that your camera, the manual screen wasn't on earlier when you engaged it. Almost.
I know, that was such a mistake. I'll never live it up. I think Zane's gonna be mean to me in the comments.
Zane will be mean to you in the comments. He'll never let you live it down.
That bastard! Oh, he's always after me. Oh, we'll find out. I'll find out where he lives. You know where he lives, don't you? You mail each other stuff.
I do know where he lives.
So
he sent me that plaque.
I'm fine.
I have to say, by the way, too, now that I have you here on the live, I know I messaged you, but dude, the little video that the clip and snippet you sent in for the celebration of my channel celebrating its 1 year streamiversary or tubiversary, however you want to call it, that was at it. I was bawling at that stage in the stream. I was crying. And yours was they were all made me laugh and smile, but it was quite lovely, my friend, and that was just a little extra effort that was put into it. That certainly everyone made my freaking year with that. But that was absolutely wonderful of you to do, Seb. That was really cool.
Yeah, you're talking about the little smoke goof.
Yeah, the smoke goof was awesome.
It was a little goof, just a little bit of fun.
I love the goof.
It was a pretend thing. It was a lie. I wasn't doing anything with the smoke machine. It was just something special for you. Just something to just. You know what? I'm always kind of tinkering with that kind of stuff. There's always all different types of fog, really. Different types of smoke. I think the only thing I haven't really dabbled that much in is dry ice. I see people use that kind of a bit as well. Just because I'd love to film it or have, like, I had a plan. Right? I had a plan for, like, a live stream where it was like, this is going to be Fogapalooza. Everybody, everybody vape. It's going to be blazing fog. We're just going to get all the fog machines out. I'm going to tell you, like, this fog machine and this fog machine. But dry ice, it's like, I can't get it delivered. It's like, I'd have to order it on, like, a Friday or something. And then it's just, like, not going to last and stuff. So, but one day,
They have it at the grocery store here. You can't get it.
No, we got to go to a special store. We got to go to Super Gas. That's what it's called. Super Gas.
Super Gas. Oh.
Super Gas. Yeah, so they do a lot of, I don't know, special gases. And I guess dry ass is a dry ass.
They do the special gases.
Dry ass. That's hard.
It sounds. It sounds like something else. Dry ice sounds a little bit like something else.
That's the humidity down here. Nobody's got dry ass.
The tail mini guy is asking if you're going to add any opaque element to the ghost.
I am going to add some opaque elements. There are the lanterns that the lady is holding. So those will be more opaque. And I'd like to get her face a bit more bit more opaque, I think. So, yeah, I'm just trying to work out what to do. This is the time to do it. Time to commit. Time to do something. I'm a little more scared just because I want to keep it translucent, you know.
Right.
And if I mess up, then it's like, well, normally it's an opaque mini, so I could just paint over the top of it. But you know, I'm scared.
I mean, it's not the end of it. You could reprint.
Oh no, I'm not reprinting this one.
He's like, no. I shall not.
Whatever happens, you know, it's going to be just like a dirt face kind of on this thing. At least I don't have to paint eyes on this thing. I don't think there is a face, but it's very sunken in there. Ugh, hideous. All right. Look, lanterns make sense to me, I guess. I think I'm happy with the translucency, the amount of pigment I've got on there, kind of fading down a bit. I'm not sure if you can tell that from the camera, but it's a bit of a fade, kind of going down.
Yeah, we can see that. We see that fade.
It's less pigmented towards the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I want to keep going. I've lost my headphones, but I'll keep talking. But I do have some like lights I want to put in the bottom of it. Little hockey puck lights that I've got here. There you guys. I'm gonna work these into like some kind of base or something, I think. So just give a little twist-a-rooney.
I've invaded Zane's bedroom, he says. We've invaded Zane's bedroom now, Seb.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Are there chains hanging in there, Zane? You'll have to let us know. Is it decorated like Seb's garage? And also cross 200 pieces of scatter terrain. Notice I didn't challenge you to the challenge, Cross. I know you create what you've created recently. I didn't challenge you. I love all those pieces. Cross was beast last week with some really cool scatter terrain to build. I mean, if you're gonna mass produce something for your tabletop, scatter terrain's not a bad thing to produce. Always use that scatter terrain. Ooh, what is that? Is that a little LED you got there?
So I got this little hockey puck LED thing just because it's easy. And just gonna I think I'm gonna work like a base around it or something. Maybe I can make it flatter. I need something flatter to get there. Maybe I can just get like a special LED going, but that's the plan. I can't find the remote to stay on green, but that's yeah, even that's not too bad. But yeah, some opaque elements will add some contrast there, I think.
That's cool. That looks great. That looks really cool.
Thanks, man. All right. You know what? Since I'm pretty confident about these lanterns, I think that's where I'm going to go next.
You're going to do some lantern work, huh? All right.
I think I am. Yeah. Just where we're going to start on this lantern situation. I'm going to start with the rings. A little brass ring action.
Nice.
I think. Oh man, I'm actually going to have to pull out some brushes here.
Brushes. Ugh. Oh my god. Not brushes.
Paint itself.
Not
Paint
brushes.
yourself,
Paint
you
yourself.
lazy bastard.
Paint yourself, you hag. You marsh hag. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to do all the work. Alright. Got a nice little palette here.
Real excited for it. Yeah, good. We are two mini tail mini. We are two tail mini. It should be fun. It's kind of the fun thing about doing the crafting live stream. You get to see it all happen as it unfolds, right? Seb's going off, not off the wall, but Seb's trying new stuff tonight on the stream. He's all crazy. He's crazy tonight.
It's all crazy, mate. He's got that look in his eyes.
Oh no. But it's fun. Worst. It's fun to see. I like it when folks get to try new stuff on the stream and they try something they've never done before. So, bravo to you, sir. Bravo to you.
Well, we'll say bravo when it turns out okay.
Doesn't matter. You're still trying something new.
All right, what color? I think I'm gonna start with the rings. I know.
I'm trying to soften the blow when you fail miserably here in a few minutes. That's what I'm trying to do for you, Seb.
Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna go brass. Maybe I'll start with a gray. and then bitlock on top of that. That way, I don't know. Then we could put some brass on there or something. Put some brass on that.
Put some brass on it. Put some brass on it, as it were.
A little crafting cart here. Put this on. What we got in here? What's the paint?
We have to push ourselves to become better. Amen to that. Yes, sir, Robert Evans. Yes, we do. Oh, we also have to not knock over our paint pot. That's important.
Yeah. No paint.
Yeah.
I think paint's been sitting around for a while. I'm gonna do a little shake and dance, trying to get that going. That's enough, right? I mean, I've got one of those shakers, but that thing's gonna be industrial noises going.
Wait, what is it? What is it? Show. What is it? The little little hobby pot shaker? Is that what it is?
Yeah, look, it's a nail polish thing where you can use it for that kind
For
of
all your
stuff.
nail polish. What's your favorite nail polish?
Well, that's right. You know, usually when I'm feeling fabulous, you know, I like to kind of break out the nail polish. You know, I've got a clear here somewhere. You know, just a little bit of something. Especially, you know, when you're locked down at home, there's not many chances to feel special.
No, that's
But when
true.
I like to feel a little special,
You
get
gotta
the nail
feel
polish
special.
out.
You gotta feel
That's right.
special. Robert Evans says.
We could have so many sponsors on this show.
I
we
know.
could have
I'm
a
telling
whiskey guy, nail polish, so
Dude.
many demographics we would cover,
it'll
and they'd
turn-
all be not offended.
It'll turn into the Home Shopping Network, which I'm okay with. Ooh, can you imagine a crafting home shopping network?
Crafting network.
I mean, we kind of have it already, you know, with all the groups and stuff. It just needs to be advertised up there. Late night live streaming. That's right. Robert Evans has a question for us.
Okay.
What new things have you tried lately? Oh, that's a good one.
Painting translucent minis.
Painting translucent minis for Seb. I mean, yeah, mine is the ghost that I sculpted, Rob, on the stream last week with Martin. That was a new. I mean, I've done like green stuff sculpts and stuff, but that was the first time sculpting putty or clay or an epoxy and shaping it onto a wire frame. So the hands that I made, I took leftover sprue bits from this GW terrain here, and I made that the frame of the jaw, and put the jaw in there. So that was new for me, and that was I like creating monsters. What you're painting up right now, Seb. Like, I really like creating and sculpting monsters. I've only done 2 at this stage, but they are some of my favorite.
Fun.
They're some of my favorite builds for sure.
It's like, because I did a video where I think that was probably my less dick answer about trying something new is using green stuff. You know, sculpting something. I think you hit it on the head. Like, especially because I was using a lot of failed 3D prints, so it was a good kind of like base to kind of start with to build off.
Yep.
So that was great to like. That was a good, especially if you're like nervous about like, because it is a lot of it is like, I need to know anatomy. I need to know like some general kind of like muscular kind of structure of some things and stuff. But if you've got like it 50% there, you know, then you know it's a good starting point. You know, I enjoyed that process. It certainly made things a lot faster. But yeah, like yourself, like sculpting something from scratch. I mean, that's something. I mean, not a lot of people can do that. It's like, here's the step-by-step process. It's like, first, get some green stuff. Second, be insanely talented.
Yeah.
And third, voila.
Do you watch North of the Border at all? Do you check out Adam's channel?
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, very talented guy. Yeah.
I'm super impressed with folks that can sculpt, and like, you know, of course there's Jazz out there. You know, Rackrex Art does some really cool sculpts too.
Oh yes.
I like her sculpts and everything that she works. She does a lot of sculpting. So does Trent from like it's fun, man. I think there's a reason all the folks within our community like doing it. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah. who Trent was. I wonder if he's local. I don't know. I know he's in Australia.
Trent's in Australia, isn't he? Yeah, he is.
I'm too scared to ask. I'm too scared to reach out to him.
No,
he's bigger than me.
No, whatever. Trent. You should. I think it would be fun for y'all to connect and see what you come up with. That'd be a fun collaboration. You 100% should, bud.
Always, but he's like full time on that thing. You know?
I know.
I'm like this hobbying dad. You know.
That's all right. There's nothing wrong with a hobbying dad.
I think we're all, in some points, we're all hobbying dads.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of spare time, just a little bit of me time.
A little bit of
painting. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Some whiskey.
Yes, or a lot of whiskey. Cross out there from Campaign Terrain is saying, I've used nail polish for shiny things like bug carcasses, and the clear is fantastic. It's a fantastic layer coat. So actually using it as a layer coat, and when you're layering it up, that's awesome. Hey, Stefano from Chimera War Gaming, welcome to the stream. Welcome out here. Atmoseeker has been watching Carl sculpt. This is his recipe. Ooh.
Who's Carl?
Carl from Carl Make Stuff.
I have to tell him. I have to tell him to step off, buddy.
Step off, buddy.
I haven't seen Carl Make Stuff.
Carl,
I should check it out.
You should. Carl's been a long time supporter of the Crazy Crafter, and he's as far as he's a great resource for all of us. Carl's been crafting for a long time, Seb, and he's quite excellent. He's come on the stream. We did one a while back where we used milliput and green stuff to enhance our minis. So like he'll take the milliput and sculpt fur lining for the clothes or cape. Yes. I turned this little goblin. I gave him a mohawk and a cape. It was pretty sweet. I still asked me if he's finished painted. He's not. Spoiler alert. I have him like base coated with all the fun stuff. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's why I laid that challenge down, because I want to be better. I want to finish stuff. Sometimes, like you said, it's hard. Hobbying dad, bro. You gotta have that time.
It's the investment though. Like you're a dad now, right? You lose the time, but then you got some little guys to just like outsource painting to.
Oh yeah.
In the end, train them up young. Just use that child labor. Really. Do
your kids like to hobby, Seb?
Yes. Zach's into it. He loves. I could show you one of his miniatures.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Please do.
Oh, what? Let's see. Here we go. It's a little brick. There we go.
Oh, cool!
Multicolored adventure for this guy.
Nice. Yeah. He did great. He looks great.
Yeah, it like took him 2 minutes. It was like, by the time I got my paints out and everything, he painted like 4 minis.
Yeah. He's like, I'm done, Dad. Why is this so hard? Why do you spend hours down here? Lame.
Yeah. Stop wasting time, Dad. Stop being old.
Stop being old. You're slow. Yeah. Ben likes to paint too. We'll have to swap like whenever we're hobbying and hang, like we'll have to share. Anytime he shares or paints anything and wants to show it off, you'll send it my way. I want to see it. And then because Ben won't hesitate. Now, you know, as soon as I tell him that your son's painting stuff, he's gonna wanna see that mini on the stream, playing it back, and then he'll want to send something his way too to see.
There are like entire planar dimensions where that brick could be right at home, being so multicolored.
Yep.
Now he's probably seen colors we haven't even seen yet.
That's right.
So yeah, definitely get him young. Get him painting, get him into it. We played some of that D&D Begins, Adventure Begins board game.
How's
he loves
that going?
it.
Yeah,
that's great. That's a great introductory kind of board game to D&D. It's very rules light, but like even the wife who doesn't play D&D at all, she was being an elf and casting spells and stuff. So very very accessible. I think. So
Nice.
Definitely. Even for me, like knowing a bit more about D&D, it was fun just to kind of because it encourages all the like little role play moments and all
That's
the
right.
little imaginative stuff that you can do. So yeah, definitely recommend that one.
Okay.
Adventure Begins, WizKids one. Comes with everything, all the miniatures, all the I guess you could call it terrain, all the board game type of stuff and everything. But yeah, no, lots of fun.
Nice.
Lots of fun with the kids. See, WizKids, call us. You know, WizKids, whiskey, nail polish. Am I missing anything?
We're touching upon them all. No, this is good. You're hitting them all so far, Seb. This is good. We've got an eclectic brand to market to here. We'll cover all the bases, like you said. That's a good reminder for everyone out there that's here with us in the stream today. Zane's reminding everyone to be sure to head on over and don't forget to smash the like button. Yeah. In addition to smashing the like button, don't forget to
hit the like button right now.
Do it right now. Don't forget, y'all.
I'm coming from Australia.
Oh
I'll come and get you.
Gosh, you're so funny. Don't forget to don't forget to subscribe to the Crazy Crafter Livestream. No, you're good. You're good. You gotta keep me on my toes. Subscribe to the Crazy Crafter. Be sure to turn on the bell notification so you can join us on all future live streams when we talk about our fantasy sponsorships. In addition to trying out some new techniques like the painting translucent minis. It's got this really awesome glowing ethereal effect at the top that is it's looking quite lovely there, Seb. I like it a lot.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I've got a bit of different studio lighting going on because I know it's like with a lot of miniature painting. I don't know if I've got it. You know, a lot of like terrain. You got your coloring mat cam, right? But usually it's very kind of like diffused lighting. Yeah. Like you use some kind of like softbox or something. But for right now, I'm just rocking this big guy up here. The boom subscribe. So this is just a big old spotlight kind of thing. And I've got it's got the barn doors on it. It's got a little filter on there, just to kind of do more of a warmer light, so it's like a sunshine kind of thing. So I think that helps the translucent miniature thing.
So you're saying that it's not a new skill set you've actually developed, it's just lighting. You've solved it with lighting.
I've solved it, yeah. That's where a lot of my shortcomings have been solved. It's you know what? To be real about some things, like you could have some really super basic terrain. Like I'm talking just like really not even painted, just like cardboard box, almost like just super basic, but you throw the right kind of lighting on there. If you've got like the right kind of like colors and just like the directions of the light, like you can make something like super menacing. You can make it like a bit more like a daylight kind of scene. You 100%. Can have it's like you can change the same terrain from like lava to underworld to underwater to, you know, all types of different things. And it's just that's I think I did a video for Midwinter Minis. There was a spot that we did. It's on the channel as well. That was just covering how to use lighting to kind of make different kind of environments, get the most out of your terrains. Because like you can have unpainted stuff and it still kind of pops, you know. And that's kind of something I try to do a lot on the channel, I guess.
Well, it makes a huge difference, right? It's the same thing I mentioned. That's what helped me when I wanted a quick way to paint up my these 4 giant towers, this mine that we're ascending, and instead of painting it that blue ice specific and leaving it, and then it kind of only is like, well, now it looks that color. It could be used for other stuff, but that's 100% where I was just like, oh, if I, you know, use some lighting effects and use the atmosphere and try to create it, like that's it let me maintain the versatility of those pieces so they can be used for more than just ice caverns. And all it is just changing a little bit of light, right? Any light shining upon that, it like you said, it enhances. I'm all about those little enhancements, and I think it's been one of the cool things about connecting with your channel. It's, you know, it's a part of my conscious there's a conscious choices that I'm making when I'm hobbying and creating something now. How can it be enhanced later on besides just once the build is complete? So
cool. You know what? It's a big time saver too. You don't have to paint terrain.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
light it.
Yeah.
Light it.
Just prime it, and that's it. That's it.
My shortcomings are usually solved with a complete lack of lighting. Put in the dark. I love it. That works too, GMB. Although, I'm sure your stuff looks great. I'm sure your stuff looks absolutely fantastic. You know, it can't be. If it's made for the tabletop, y'all. It's not something that is. It doesn't matter. Like how good. Like what matters is if you're happy with it, right? And then also, no matter what happens with it, even if a piece doesn't turn out the way you thought, you're still making it for the table, and that is a legit act of, like, I don't know, maybe it's the whiskey, but it's a legit act of love. Like, you are creating something to enhance everyone else's experience. It's a theatrical experience you are adhering and adding to. So it's all good, man. Like, I'm all for any build that comes on the table, whether it turns out exactly the way you'd hoped or not, because I don't think not very many builds of mine do. Very rarely do they end up how I first envisioned. That's for sure.
Hey, sometimes it's just like there's paint on it, and that's better than not having it painted. That's better than not having it.
Yeah.
I've definitely got a few models like that where it's just I've just put brown paint on this tree, and I've never gotten back to this tree to make it look better. Yeah. So it's been just a brown just for a while, but I will paint it one day. But you know, at the very least, it's better than just being like a grey or black or something. You know, it's and I think players appreciate that too. I hope they do. I hope you know. Make it all worth it, guys. I don't know. We're wasting our time on this stuff. We hope you
enjoy all the hours we spent laboring.
I mean, you've seen it firsthand right now. I'm making this for your game.
I know. Isn't that cool? I'm excited for that we I get a little sneak peek on that. I can talk a little bit about. We can dive into that little. I'd like to talk a little bit more because you wanted to talk a little bit about my character. And if we can talk about my D&D character, I will be okay with that. I'll talk D&D characters all day. I think it'd be fun. I see you out there, Elston. Good morning, everyone. Film family, gotta go to work now. Oh, Martin popped in to say hello. Hello, Martin. Thanks for joining. I hope you're enjoying the pictures that I'm putting up of our sculpt that you helped me create last week on our stream. That's been a ton of fun. Cheers and have a great day to you, Martin. But Elston Nation is saying, back in the land of the Crazy Crafter. I'm glad Elston's editing his video right now for his YouTube channel, and he's rendering it. He says he's going to send the link in a bit. I would love to watch it. Hopefully it's done before I go to bed, and that's how I'll wrap my day up, Elston. A little bit of Elston Nation. Elston's an amazing mini painter and terrain maker, too. I know a lot of these folks from the UK that I've connected with, like Elston, the Pickle Jar, they're like, oh, we paint minis, we're not really good at terrain. Horse malarkey. They're creating so many cool terrain pieces. I love their terrain stuff. So, anyway.
I don't think I've checked out Elston's channel.
Elston, you should check out his most recent one. He entered a competition to see how much he could paint in, I think it was 90 days, was it, Elston? And there's no mind. As soon as Elston was like, I'm entering this competition, I'm like, cool. You're going to win. Because I don't know of a better, more efficient batch painter than Elston. Wait till you see some of his stuff, Seb. And if you look on my Discord and you search Elston on there, you'll see some of the stuff he's posted. It's spectacular. So, and someone else this is kind of harkening back earlier. Someone was asking new stuff that I tried. For the Kenku Tree Hut build that I did, I've never used contrast paints, only for the minis, and it was kind of, I used to think oh, that's like cheating, just using contrast paints, basically just washing the minis. That's how I'm fucking painting all my minis, bro. That is such an awesome way to build stuff quickly for the tabletop, right? It is, I don't know, that's clutch.
I think that's cheating. That's not cheating.
I don't think it's cheating.
I
It's
mean,
not any technique. If it works and it makes you, it does in the hobby. Like that's also kind of the mindset that I'm trying to transition out of. Like, it's not cheating, right? You're like how you go about creating it is how you go about creating it. So, it's not cheating.
especially like if you're like me, you know, that's not my bread and butter. I'm not a miniature painter. You know, I'm putting paint on this miniature. Yes, but it is. But like any kind of stuff that helps me have like this looks half decent. You know, this looks good. You know, for this kind of amount of effort and stuff, and I feel happy how it looks. You know, and it's ready for a game day. You know, that makes me feel good.
Right.
You know? So yeah, obviously contrast paint's not for everyone, but maybe I should get some more. I don't. I do have a whole pile of gray over there. We just.
I mean, I'll show. If you
paint.
go back and look at my Kenku Warriors, I'll send you pictures, Seb. But like, they're some of the They are literally contrast paints, no highlights, no wash. I mean, it's all just the contrast paints, and they did all my work for me. I was like, okay, I was crunch time trying to get the video done and in time for it to be finished. The deadline we all set for ourselves, and I was like, I literally have 2 hours to paint 5 minis. How am I going to do that? And the answer was contrast paints. So, and I really like the results.
Yeah, I think it just shows how important like a good sculpt is, a good bottle. And especially something like contrast paints. You know, you're really kind of relying a lot on how it's going to kind of swim into those little folds and recesses and stuff.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's just, you know, it's just a boon to the sculptor, you know, who made those things of just it you know helps to bring out those details and stuff. That's, you know, general painting does that kind of stuff, but if the contrast paint could go in there and still make it look good, you know, that means we've got a good sculpt going on. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
I think that's where I was going with that. I think so. We're gonna have some contrast paint hate in this one. Thumbs down. Thumbs down on this stream.
Thumbs down. People are gonna hate it. I hope not. If they do,
it's still good engagement, guys.
Yeah, that's right. If you cannot like it, you cannot like it. It still engages. Zane Neon Tie-Dye Beholder Mini a few months back. Oh, that's cool. You'll have to share that in the Discord, Tall Mini Guy, or the Tail Mini Guy. I'd love to, or it is Tall Mini Guy. I've been calling you Tail Mini Guy this whole time. I'm gonna go ahead and blame that one on the whiskey. It's Tall Mini Guy. Sorry, Tall Mini Guy.
That's tomato, really. Tail, tall.
Tail.
I'm that tail. I'm that tail guy. Tail guy. Tall Mini Guy.
Tall Mini Guy. Let's see. Nooks, right? Elston had some. Yeah, 3 months. Elston was confirming over 3 months. That was an impressive endeavor. Painting minis is my weakest part of my hobby, Robert says. Advice on getting better on my table-ready minis? Yep. Head on over and subscribe to Elston Nation, Robert Evans. That's step number 1, as well as the Pickle Jar. Those are 2 of my favorite mini painting channels. In addition to Benji's Hobbies, Benji has a lot of really good tutorials on how to, how to paint as well. Those are 3 of my favorite mini painting channels.
I was gonna say 52 Miniatures is pretty good. He's got some great.
I need to check out. I haven't seen his channel. I haven't looked at it yet.
It's fantastic. He films everything in 120 frames per second. It's super relaxing to watch.
Dude.
It's, you know, super slow motion stuff. Better than this crappy camera, 25 frames per second.
I thought you were about to say better than this crappy stream. I was like, oh.
Better than this crappy stream. Can't believe I'm on this hunk of junk, right? Ugh. They're paying me. They're not paying me.
Oh
what?
My God.
What is this?
Oh my God. Too funny. Elston is saying.
No, mate. I love you, Chin.
I know. I know you do. I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate that. And I know you weren't saying it, but just for a second, again, it's the whiskey. It's just like, what? What did you say? When people look at your work, Elston is saying, Seb, sometimes they might ask you how you did it, but most of the time they will just appreciate your work regardless of how you got there. Truth, right? Doesn't matter how it looks. That's really true. Well said, Elston. Well said, like a bloke that knows what he's talking about.
Like a bloke that knows what he's saying, eh?
Yep.
That Elston's all right.
that accent's alright, is...
Practice Australian accents. That's a bit more. That's a little bit more New Zealand, actually.
Okay, so based on what you know of my character, Seb, a furbog. Someone help me out there. Someone help us. Furbog. Okay.
Yeah.
The furbog. I'm a furbog cleric, following the nature domain. What accent do you think I'm going to use for my character in the game for your one shot?
Oh. What's his favorite sport?
His favorite sport? I mean, I would say his favorite sport would be the equivalent of rugby.
Okay. So I guess it would be kind of Australian, wouldn't
well,
it? Is that what you're fishing for?
No,
you just want me to give a thumbs up, just like...
I'm not fishing
all right,
for
I give you permission.
It's
not racist.
Football.
You could be like an Australian accent kind of thing. It's all right.
It's not rugby. I was trying to think of something that wasn't like directly football, but it would be football. American football.
That's a left field kind of question. You know, just...
It is a left field, but it would totally be. It would be football.
I mean, yeah, if you said snooker or something like that, that's totally different.
What is snooker? I don't even know what snooker is. I'm uneducated.
Pool, billiards, something like that. Yeah.
So that's a bard. That's a bard sport. I'm a hustler in a tavern playing snooker.
I suppose so. It's a bit of a finesse sport. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, snooker. Call us.
Totally a bard sport. What do you guys think? Mongolian wizard accent is what Elston says. Nope, it's not Mongolian. That would be hilarious, though.
Because he's a life domain, right?
Yep, life domain. Oh, no, he's nature. Nature.
Mm-hmm. So, nature domain. I mean, you always think. Well, I was thinking about what's that Critical Role one? The someone help me out in the chat. His name, it's oh boy, I think he was a grave cleric though. He was super chill. Maybe super relaxed about things. If he's like a nature guy.
Okay. Super relaxed kind of guy. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's good. Like he is going to be a little bit more kind of like in touch with nature. That's true. He is going to be a little bit more relaxed, not like the raging barbarian that Leif is going to create. I cannot wait.
Yeah, that's going to be intense. I feel like I'm going to have like a sensor button ready to go. Just I feel bad for you in some regards because, you know, while I don't know anyone like super, like you are the one that I've connected with and have had the most connection with and know pretty well. I still don't know everyone, but I feel like when you get us together, you're gonna have your hands full. Like you're gonna have, like I think it'll be a ton of fun with a lot of all folks that are involved in this game care about, like, they just enjoy the game, right? That's the thing the sense that I get from and why I'm so excited about this one shot in October. It's gonna be a blast. I'm guessing you guys are like DMs as well. Just
I've only DM'd a couple one shots.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I always thought you were the DM of the groups and stuff. No.
Nope. Oh. I might DM my buddy offer. He's like, Colin should DM that Friday before. And I think Richard, our buddy Richard DMs for us, who's getting married. He's always been our DM for the campaign. And a bunch of us have taken turns doing one-shots, and I love DMing. It's a blast. It's a ton of fun. But yeah. I also really like playing. Look at that. Oh, that looks great, Seb. That's looking good.
I'm painting these rings. Yeah, I think that helps round it a bit. I'm going to have to paint my face or something. Paint the face of a lady. Make a
face of a lady. You got to get a face of a lady on there.
She got weird magic on.
Dude, I'm also excited. You do good voices too, so I know your NPC. Like, I'm excited to see what you come up with for that. It's gonna be. I'm gonna be trying not to just have this dumb smile on my face the entire time. From
smile.
I mean,
you're allowed to smile.
I think
it's okay.
That's true. I am allowed to smile. Tall mini guy saying a Newfoundland accent. No, I thought about that, but then I didn't want to upset the North. I didn't want to upset Lave.
Yeah, you don't want to piss those guys off.
Yeah, I don't want to piss those guys off. So no, I'm going something with a little bit more from my neck of the, well, not my neck of the woods as it were, but from America. I'm gonna stick to some sort of an American dialect for sure.
Surfer bro.
No, he's not gonna be a surfer, bro. I thought about that, but I was just like, that's too, like, it didn't quite fit the story in the background that I wanted. Because furbolgs are from where? Where are they from? They're from the Feywild.
Oh right. Okay.
Feywild.
Hey, look, man. You know more about it with me. I was gonna take a guess, which is like they're like cicadas, and they just like live underground all their life, and then they come out.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Isn't that what you call a hooker with infection, Elston? Mongolian wizard? Oh lord. Colin, how do you not know what snooker is? Because I don't know these fancy languages, and also I'm an uncultured bastard, Elston. That's why. Elston can't believe I didn't know what snooker was.
It's because he's too busy making his character, and that's how he should be doing. He should be studying it. He should be workshopping stuff, not learning about these dumb sports and stuff he's never going to use. It should be all about this furball. It's going to make it perfect. Because if it is perfect, he's never playing again.
Oh no! Oh no!
You're not allowed to pick up a dice.
All the pressure.
Never, it will always just be, now all you can use is digital dice. And then we all know that's shit.
I won't fucking do it. I refuse. I was the only player in quarantine, Seb, that refused to roll digital dice. I couldn't do it. I needed to roll
I can't do it.
I can't.
I need physical dice.
I need the physical dice. What do you guys?
Because then why the hell did I buy all these bloody dice? You know, just to sit in a skull. No, I want to roll them.
The skull? That's impressive.
Well, I can show you my skull bowl full of dice. I got some real nice ones too.
I want to see it. I'm gonna tell you about a dice subscription company, and you're gonna lose your shit. Yeah, you heard me.
He's like, I'm alright with my little bowl here, little skull bowl.
Skull bowl. Oh, I love it. I love that little skull. That looks cool.
So.
Very transatlantic would be pretty hilarious. I thought transatlantic would be fun too, tall mini guy, but it's not transatlantic. Oh, look at those pretty dice, bro.
Got some dice in here. These are my beauties here.
Look
my
at
beauties.
those.
My precious dice.
My precious. Look at those. Yeah, focus it. Oh, I should have.
That's my DM dice. I roll these guys.
Ooh, is that what you're gonna roll and fail critically on us every time on the stream?
See, this is metal dice.
I love metal dice.
It's not super heavy.
I like metal dice.
These got like little dragons on them and stuff.
Dude.
So yeah, dice. Call us. Well, just dice.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh man, these ones are great. Actually, these ones are another close favorite to mine. These can I get a good one? So,
we are not sponsored by any of these dice companies. But
it's like a beach shell in there, so it's like sand and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I like that one a lot. Where'd you get those from? Where'd you get that one from?
I believe it's dnddice.com. I think that's what it is.
Well,
you can have a look.
That's pretty straight and to the point, isn't it?
dnddice.com.
dnddice.com.
That's it. Yeah, that's the one.
One-stop shop for all your dice.
Yeah, they got some good dice in there. I want to get their chicken dice.
Night, tall mini guy. Thanks for tuning into the stream, brother. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a skull full of dice here, ready to go, and I'm gonna roll them. You know, because that's how, you know, that's how the end of that sentence. You know, the rolling. That's how I roll.
That's how you roll. Have you seen? I have a buddy. You'll have to follow him on, and this is for everyone else out there too. one of my players in my party, longtime buddy, friend. We went to college together. We worked together, and now we roll dice together. But Joe is a part of a company called Mage's Mystic, and he makes custom dice boxes. So birch dice wood boxes, and he's recently started inlaying liners on the inside. So like, he's got some awesome patterns. You have to go there. They need to get their Instagram game up to snuff, because their boxes are amazing. So they'll do laser custom engraving on the boxes, and they'll also do inlays on the dice box as well. So like, he's got like this. Yeah, it's they're
hot.
They're cool, man.
What's it called again? Sorry.
It's called Mage's Mystic. Mage's Mystic on Instagram. You can check them out. I think they have their website too.
Yeah, I wonder if they ship to Australia.
He's shipped to Australia. Ship anywhere.
I mean, I keep getting recommended this candle company that does all D&D spells and stuff. And it's like, no, we don't ship to Australia.
Oh. I was like, well. You're like, well.
Then I'm not going to buy your candles.
Then I'm not buying your candles.
You've lost a customer, pal. You're not stinking up my D&D room with that.
With that attitude.
No way. No.
Dude, this iron breaker, I cannot believe I've gone through an entire pot of this iron. I mean, I guess I can. I've been dry brushing.
I can't even see what you're doing, because I've just got the zoom. Oh, there we go.
I'll put it up here to the zoom here for you. There you go. I mean, so this is one of 16 pieces of like 16 structures for the kits that I'm doing, but it's like dry brush silver on all these crazy structures. I did all 7 last night. I was so happy. I darn near killed myself, but I was.
I missed the end of that stream.
I got all 7 done. So that's good.
It's good work, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll appreciate it. So this is for a gaming club.
Yeah, this is for Odyssey Games. It's it's LA's premier gaming store here in LA. It's a large gaming store. I'll send you a picture. As for someone who Atmoseeker, I'll send it to you now. I'll send it to you so you can play. Maybe I should even upload it here into the stream to see it, but I'll send it to you via Facebook Messenger so you can check out what their kind of their setup in store. They recently remodeled it over the last year, and it's slowly been coming along, and they just got this amazing setup here. Where is it? Let me
giving it. Oh, I see.
Giving it to you. Oh, that's like a long time ago. Hold on. I need to go back to... Where's my video? Did I delete it? Oh, no.
Wait, did you delete their video?
I think I deleted... No, I deleted my video of the store, maybe. Because, why? I don't know. Why would I do that? Oh, no.
It's going to be up on the cloud somewhere. Everything's up on the cloud.
Everything's up on the cloud. Here it is. I got it too. It's coming in. 14 seconds of... Awesome. So they built this. Built this up in the store. So to the left of this is the entire gaming area. Oh, there you go. Are you gonna play it?
I could put it on my screen.
Put it on your screen.
Put it up. Hang on. Better than blurry. Here we go.
That's all right. Stephen McDaniel. Awesome, guys. Awesome to you. Welcome, Stephen. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us.
Wheel. Yeah, you see? That's what you need. That's what I need. I need a wheel. A big one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Zane put Mage's Mystic shop up on Etsy. He's got it up there too. Look at that. Look at that thing. Let's look at that. That thing is dope. I was looking at other stuff. Zane put a link to the Etsy store for Mage's Mystic up there. Thanks for doing that, buddy. But what do you think of that store? That they built that. I think that's a pretty cool place to get.
Yeah, that's next level. Yeah. And see, that's half. That's half of it as well. Like, that shows how you can have some good stuff there. Yep. You know, there wasn't any crazy lights there, but it feels like it's setting the mood there. I feel like, cause I love going to like Disneyland and stuff, and just like even stuff that was just like waiting in line to get there. We could have all the like props and stuff, just to all kind of like set the mood, get it all going.
Always.
I think that's eventually what this whole space is going to turn into. I think.
I mean, I feel like it's well on its way.
It's a theme park thing, right? That's what D&D should be. Everyone just, kick in $50, we'll get a magician, and it'll be, we'll have actors just waiting, and it'll be all like a full immersive experience. It must be getting close to like LARPing now. Am I dipping my toe in the LARPing?
You are dipping your toe into the LARPing stage, and my buddy who lives next door has long time mentioned how he wants to do a D&D themed tavern here in LA, a bar where you show up and you show up and it's, you can play D&D, you can order food, like basically you have you're running the Heroes Feast cookbook from the kitchen essentially, and then on that you have actors that are like, everyone who's there is a part of the experience. So your waiter, your waitresses are a part of the experience that night, and then depending what you do for the evening, you can, it's like a different. It's just like a different experience. If you want to just go and eat, you can go and eat and chill and have a good time. But if you want to play, there's different themes, and then also like, with the stage combat background, I'm like, I want to hire actors that know how to fight, and then like have a space and stage. There's actual combat that takes place on the stage that's in the bar, have a live comedic bar routine. So like, I don't know, a place to employ a bunch of actors here in LA and also have an amazing D&D experience if you wanted to. That would be that. There's a goal. There's a goal, and like I would cost so much money. I'd have to get like, what's his name, Joe Magliano, from the actor who like loves D&D.
Oh, yes.
I'd have to get like him, guy. Stephen Cole. I'd have to get a bunch of people to bankroll it, because it would have to be that Disneyland quality that you're talking about. That's what it would be.
Do you have a lot of themed restaurants over there? I would guess so. Like,
we have
don't
some.
Have a lot.
Like Rainforest Cafe was really popular. The Rainforest Cafe was a big one. That was at Downtown Disney, and I don't think there's a ton of themed like restaurants like that. There's a couple. I have a buddy who he retired from his ship, but he worked at the Pirate Dinner Theater Adventure here. So you'd go. It's a live dinner stunt show, and you would watch a bunch of pirates and a story unfold, and you'd get to see this awesome stunt show and eat some. The food there, I was very vocal.
See,
about
that's
this.
what happens.
I wasn't too far about the food. The food's got to be the game changer. If you're in LA, the food has to be baller. It has to be baller.
I just wish we had Renaissance fairs here.
Oh, how do you not have Ren fairs there?
Because we're all just running away from spiders and stuff. It's no,
legit.
Fun.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm not going to judge. I believe that.
I'm lucky I'm sitting still for this amount of time here. Otherwise, normally fight or flight kicks in. What happens? That earthquake could have just been a whole bunch of giant spiders cracking out of the earth.
It's not even funny. That's like a movie waiting to happen. That's a good movie. That's a good Saturday night movie is what that is.
Yeah. You know what? I'm changing the one shot. Putting this guy in the bin. It's going to get...
Changing it up, dude. Peanut Head 42, welcome to the stream. Bye, Elston. Elston, thanks for tuning in. Gotta run. Enjoy the rest of your evening whilst I get ready. You enjoy the rest of your day, sir. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for joining Seb and I today here on the Crazy Crafter Late Night Edition. By the way, if you guys liked the thumbnail for today, that's because Seb designed all the cool effects for it. It looks really cool. Thanks, Seb, for doing that,
I'll give you a little graphics pack.
I like my little graphics pack. It looks great.
There you go. And you got my face in there.
Oh yeah, I got your face in there. Gotta get your face.
Yeah.
Gotta get that Seb face.
It's feeling a little more weathered lately, Oh,
does it?
I think lockdown's been harsh on everyone, especially with kids. I feel like I've aged like 50 years in just the last few months.
Are they still not back in? Are they back in school, Seb, or are they still at home?
Nah. Yeah. Well, so he's basically had the whole term at home, and then now he's on school holidays. so he's just at home doing the same stuff, playing Minecraft or whatever.
Yep.
And I guess we'll go back to homeschooling. So yeah, I think we're not looking at going back to school anytime soon. Probably until numbers change, I guess.
Yeah.
So it would be great if he could get the jab and stuff. I'm not sure if he'd be too happy about that himself.
Yeah.
But I think if anything, I just want him to get back to school. He misses his friends.
Yep.
Misses playing stuff. You know. So.
Well, it's definitely been a transition for us here because Ben has been recently back into kindergarten and starting this fall, but like, you know, the biggest, you know, it's just like that's always the constant fear. And today, as a matter of fact, you know, this evening he was complaining about feeling hot and he was coughing a little bit. Now, that happened also when he was just at home during quarantine. Like, he just got sick and we were like freaking out. We're like, oh my god, he got COVID. And we didn't go anywhere. But kids just get sick, but we're about a month back into it. But it's like, you know, here we are tomorrow. That's going to impact, like, if he wakes up and he's got a fever in the morning, right? We're going to have to keep an eye on that. And it's, dude, I will feel so much better as a parent once, you know, kids are available to get protected against it. That will be a big deal for me. So,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. And dude, it's been so rough. Like, all of the kids that have endured online classes and it's just wild to me, man. It's so wild.
Yeah. And it's just like that general gloom cloud of things, you know. Yeah. I've definitely had rough days where you just kind of feel very down about things.
Yep.
And what's the point? Everything.
Yep.
You know, just about work and everything, but
100%.
You kind of just sometimes you just need to take a moment, just kind of take a breath, just like be thankful for what you got, and just kind of move on, you know, and kind of roll with it. And you know, I'm doing pretty good now, I think. Especially, it's strange, but I think the hobbies helped it a lot. You know, having
I don't
something
think that's strange
to
at all. I don't think because it's helped me. It's helped me.
I think definitely like. Are we saving lives here? Yeah. No? Maybe. Yes. Well, maybe. I definitely feel like working on this kind of stuff has definitely pulled me out of some gloomy places, I think. So, I think there's something to it, you know, especially if it's something that can take your mind off it and give you something to focus on.
Well, all of D&D in general is centered around, you know, it's not unlike a theatrical experience and that shared cathartic experience where it's the ability to connect with other people. And that's one of the lovely things that our community does within the hobby community is it is such a share your work, and it's a supportive structure. And again, it's another creative outlet. Like, you know, 100%, there's no pandemic. The Crazy Crafter channel does not exist. Like, it doesn't exist. So, like you said, I think it's definitely forced me. I echo all those same sentiments of it. It's helped me reevaluate certain things that have that to be thankful for. 100%. Just our ability to go out and, in my case, work. Right? The theater was like all of my work was gone.
Yeah.
So, you know, being in a classroom and sharing space again, hanging out with your friends on a Friday night, rolling some math rocks and enjoying some company and some fantasy adventure, I'll never take for granted again, ever.
Yeah, like I've been working from home the last 14 months or something. Yeah, it's been a while. I remember those first months have just been like super rough. Just like, I don't like working at home. Home is for home stuff. I hate it, you know. But now it's kind of work out a balance. You kind of work with each other.
Yep.
And then kind of get into the groove of things. Definitely miss studio space and everything because I work in video games. I'm an animator for video games and stuff, so I do a lot of animated motion, animated characters and stuff. So it's all computer stuff and everything. So it's been, other than just like the Zoom meetings and everything, so much connection with everyone that's been in the studio.
Yep.
So definitely take it where I can, especially with like D&D and stuff. You know what? Especially with this stuff, like the YouTube stuff. It's been fantastic to connect with people all over the world.
Right.
Like you're in LA.
Yep.
Yeah.
LA.
You know, just Europe, Germany, Sweden, everywhere. You know, and it's just other like-minded people who are passionate about things, and that's who I'm gonna have on my live play for Halloween.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an amazing, fun time with you guys. I think that's something I'm super excited about, and I've never hosted a live game before, so hopefully it goes up without a hitch.
Well, you know all too well how that's gonna go.
We haven't had any major technical issues yet in this stream, so I think we're all learning something.
I mean, we're all learning something, and I think it's gonna be it's gonna be awesome, Seb. Like I look at different things like this. You know, the last year has taught us new skill sets in addition to, you know, finding new creative outlets. Like, I didn't know how to use OBS. I didn't know anything about streaming, right? And here we are, like, those skill sets directly applied to my job. Like, I had to live stream a show that I directed over the summer, the first in-person back event that our school did, and everyone's like, we don't know how to live stream. And I was like, well, I have some semblance of how to do it, you know what I mean? And, like, what we need, and I don't know. It's cool to see these things you know, they're going to translate beyond, or they have for me anyway so far. They've translated beyond just the hobby and the, you know, our YouTube communities for sure. So it's cool. And I think your stream is going to go awesome. I cannot tell you how freaking excited I am, Seb. Like, when you asked me to be a part of that, I was like, dude, fuck yes, I'm there. So
hey, look, it was your idea. You said I should do something, and then I'm like, all right.
I mean,
yeah, let's do
I
this.
didn't think you were gonna connect with, like, I didn't think you were gonna pull all the people you pulled together. That's you. I was just like, oh my god, I could not believe. I was like, I'll just be happy to play with Seb. I think that'd be fun. And then, you know, we got like all these awesome people that I'm like, holy shit, this is cool. It's gonna be fun. It's tons of fun.
Even if nobody dials in, you know, I'm just gonna have a super amazing amount of fun just playing with you guys.
Yep.
I think that's my takeaway, and hopefully, you know, it shows a few things that, you know, what my channel's about. Just all, if I can communicate Atmosphere through the internet to you guys, then mission accomplished. You know, drop the mic. I'm out of here. Yep. See you later. Good luck, everyone. I've done Atmosphere.
I've done Atmosphere.
Dude. But yeah, I'm super excited to. I've got some new things I want to try out, especially for an online kind of setup and everything. I saw someone was asking in the chat about cameras on this Christmas tree I've got here. So yes, I can confirm that one of these cameras is a Logi Stream Cam. That's the one you're looking through right there. If you wanted to see what the quality is like, but I'll be using multiple cameras and everything. And I've got different ideas for like how to use fog and lighting and everything, so it should be fun.
I think it's going to be a ton of fun.
And at the heart of it, it's all just going to be like, I'm super passionate about the role-playing part of the hobby, and just I think that's what I like to nurture and nourish through the game, and that's why I like one-shots. Just because I can try a whole bunch of dumb voices and dumb characters, and you know, just like. I don't know what this prospector goblin type of guy is. Yeah, he sounds fun. That's as much as I thought out of his character. He's just like this little laughing guy. So, you know, it's fun. It's just a lot of fun, I think. And that's going to be my major takeaway. Fun, atmosphere, Halloween. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Them's
30th
is good in them's is good ingredients for a good time, I think.
Definitely. How you going with your stuff?
I'm good. I'm working away. Like, I'm slow going tonight. I'm wrapped up. It's always lovely having someone here. Oh, did I forget this one? Dude, this one over here I've completely neglected. It's just like not done at all. Fuck. So I'm doing great, Seb. I'm doing great.
Got you.
I'm all. It's the chains. It's the chains. It's the popcorn and whiskey cam that keeps me distracted. Yeah, I'm good, man. Like, it's coming along. I may not. Spoiler alert, I may not finish all 7 buildings by the end of this stream, but that's okay.
What time are we coming on for you? I
We're
guess we're coming close to 11.
We're coming close to that 2 hour mark. Yep. We'll go here for a few more minutes, and then we'll wrap up here tonight. We won't do the epic 4-hour stream that I did yesterday. So crazy.
It had to be documented.
I mean,
everyone has to see how these come together.
I mean, yeah, right. It's you gotta see, you gotta know, right? For those dire fans, but it's always awesome to see like how folks tune in afterwards. It always, sometimes I'm like, it's definitely not the thing that everyone wants to do, right? Not live streams aren't for everyone, right? Live streams are definitely not for everyone, but it's always amazing to me to see how many folks do tune in, and they like checking out the process and seeing how things unfold. And if anything else, I know I'm decent background noise. I know that much.
Oh, look, I always unlist a lot of my live streams.
You do?
I always figured people weren't interested in the rewatching and stuff. Just because it's mostly just me, just this Australian guy, just painting something or something.
I loved your monster recording stream that time.
Really?
That was really fun. I thought that was.
I don't know about that one. I thought that was just me just being a dumbass for half
I don't
an
think
hour.
that was dumbass at all. I thought that was a really cool thing that, again, things that I haven't seen integrated as much into the tabletop is there's sound effects we can download and we can incorporate into the table, but making your own and coming up and taking suggestions. I can't remember what I gave you, but I started I was like, I'm throwing wild shit at Seb right now just to see what he comes up with.
I thought there was some bad owlbear impressions.
No, that was good. I think I did throw owlbear impression at you. I thought they were great. Again, things that you can, all the tools that are available to you at your disposal as a DM to create that immersive atmospheric experience for your players. Super cool, man.
Sound effects for monsters, though, is that's one of my things I like to have on a button ready to go in a game. Awesome. I got something cooking for this beautiful ghost lady. Yes, I'm gonna have some good ghost effects for her.
Yep.
When you bump into her and she says, "Hello, I'm going to eat your souls," and we'll have some nice wispy. Yeah, I think that especially using. If the monster is this is the main thing for this adventure, right? This is the main kind of driving force for everything going on. You got to give those monsters presence, and that's why I use a lot of sound effects for that kind of stuff. Especially if you don't have a situation where you can do a lot of crazy lighting or anything sound effects. That's probably my first go-to.
Sound is important.
If I had to choose between sound and lighting, sound would be first. Music, sound effects, and everything, that is something you can throw into any kind of situation. That's definitely pretty important, I think.
I agree.
It gives a lot of presence to things. Especially grounding everyone in the same environment. It's just you guys are going to be in a swamp. I'm going to have swamp sounds going through. Just you guys are going to all be there. You shut your eyes, you can kind of imagine it.
Yep.
That'd be a lot of shit.
Well, we won't have to imagine it because it sounds like we're going to be able to see it the way you're setting everything up. We'll be able to visually take it in ourselves, right?
Well, I'm
assuming that. I don't know.
I don't live stream setups of things. So you should Well, I mean, we were gonna test it this weekend. I think a little bit.
Okay.
I was gonna dial in with you guys, see if I can get some setup going.
We can. We're still on for the. I need to send out a Zoom link to everyone so we can do that.
Oh, okay, yeah, we could do that. I was just gonna do it in the Discord, just because that's what I was.
Then we'll do that. Then we'll do it on the Discord. Then that's what we'll do it.
Yeah, I figure if people drop out, that's an easy way to kind of drop back in.
That's true.
Stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
That's true. I see Wendy out there, Pirate Queen Pickle. Morning, Wendy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Pickle, are doing well this morning. How is your weather? I'm hoping it's a kind of a gloomy UK day. I'm hoping it was a little bit of rain. I could use. I don't know about. I mean, I'm sure you guys don't. Do you get a lot of rain in your region? I'm assuming it's not a lot of rain, Seb, but I don't know.
Me? Oh man, last week has been pretty miserable, and today's probably the first sunshine we've had in a while. So
so it's been a lot of rain for you guys.
Yeah, it's been pretty cold and rainy, but it's springtime here, so it's the spring rain, but it's almost feels like winter's back, you know. But now today it's been nice warm. Got out in the sun a little bit with the kids.
Nice.
Threw them around.
You threw the children around.
Yep. And now I'm in jail.
They're pretty bouncy. They're pretty resilient, those children.
Yeah, no, it's good weather now.
I like. I'm kind of wishing we had a little bit more rain here right now. It was the first day of fall for us here yesterday, and it was 90-something degrees, and I'm like, come on, fall. Come on, fall. I'm ready. I think most people forget California, especially LA, is a desert. Like, it's hot. So.
Oh. Yeah, because you guys don't get much rainfall, do you?
No, it's been a pretty dry year.
Are you guys still got much fires going on and stuff? Or?
Yeah, the fires are still happening.
Oh boy.
They wrapped. So back in May, we went on a vacation with some family, and we met them up in Sequoia National Forest, which is in California here. And Sequoia National Forest is home to the General Sherman tree, which is one of the tallest trees in the world. And we went to see this tree, and just in the last week and a half, I'm reading articles here where they're wrapping aluminum foil. It's not aluminum foil, it's like a flame resistant or retardant protection for the tree, but they're wrapping it around this tree to try to save it. And not all of the, like many of the trees. So from what I gather, they kind of developed some new ingenious techniques to fight those fires on the fly, and they ended up saving quite a few of the trees. So that's
good.
It is good, but good grief, like the wildfires just get worse and worse every year here. It's pretty gnarly, and that smoke travels all over the state. That travels all over the place. It's crazy.
Right.
So we're here in LA. You'll be here in LA, and then weeks later, you'll have all this smoke, and you're like, what?
Pollution. I knew it was bad.
Yeah,
I'd seen that Escape from LA movie, and I thought, oh man.
Yeah, now you got the not only the it's the smoke pollution too. It's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, we had bushfires. What is it?
A couple years ago, right?
Yeah, that was massive.
Like right at the beginning of 2020, you had them.
That's right.
Because
it was kind of soon forgotten about because of the pandemic.
Because of the pandemic.
It was like these massive bushfires with the smoke trail, just like it circled the world. Like it went around. You could see like the smoke trail, just how big everything was.
I ran into a couple when I went to Disneyland and went to Star Wars Land. I got to do Star Wars Land right before the pandemic shut everything down.
All right.
Which was amazing. And
yeah, it sounds amazing.
I ran into a couple when we were waiting in line, and the family was traveling from Australia, and they sent us pictures of where they're from, and it was absolutely gorgeous, but they also sent pictures of that fire it looked post-apocalyptic. Those photos that they shared with us, I was like, holy crap! It was kind of gut-wrenching. I was like, oh man, I wish the world wasn't burning. Man.
Yeah.
Well, your marsh hag's looking pretty sweet there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm throwing a little fluoro green in there in those lanterns.
Green.
I was gonna like put the green first and then a little bit of yellow on top. I'm wondering if it was a good idea or not. I don't know. It's good using the old wet palette here just because it's thinning the paint. Yeah, it's thinning the paint a bit too, so it doesn't come out too thick, which is good. I got that one based off of well, what's that guy? Squidmar. He's fantastic. He likes painting stuff. He's a miniature painter.
Yeah, he's a mini painter. He's all right, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's got his own line of brushes and everything.
Does he really? I didn't know he had his own line. Of course he has his own line of brush. Why wouldn't he?
No, I think he's worked stuff out. I think I was surprised when it was like, it's my first anniversary of YouTube and stuff. What? I feel like you've been going for like years and stuff. I was late to the party. I was like, no, he's only been around a bit. He knows what he's doing. Good for him. Yeah, it's like he does some great stuff.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, he's a miniature painter. I'm a person that puts paint on a miniature.
I'm a person that says, I'll try this ink tonight.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to feel the whiskey too.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Feel the whiskey.
Feel the legs getting a little numb here.
Well, that's a good. There you go. Little bit of nummy numb. Oh yeah. Feeling that. That whiskey didn't break in the earthquake the other day.
No, not the big one. No.
Dude. Well, this is another great reminder. If you guys haven't done so, be sure to head on over to Sebastian's channel, Atmoseeker. Subscribe to him if you are not familiar with his channel, and enjoy going down the atmospheric content rabbit hole. And I can't wait. If you do that and you start enjoying that content, you'll have to pick one of the many ways you can support Seb over there on his channel. Everything from Patreon to merchandise. But Seb's channel is absolutely fantastic, and I hope you guys go check it out because it's got a lot of really great resources for you on the tabletop. Hey, you released some looping video the other day. Tell me about that. I was curious about that. What's about that looping? It's like the ice caverns. What's that? What's that?
I was hoping nobody would notice. I just sneak these little videos out. So that's something that I've had. I live streamed a while back. Was just these video. Like I was creating these at the time for a game that I was hosting online for a group of friends, which was for a Horde of the Dragon Queen game. Okay. And basically, like a lot of the online setup involved a lot of these looping videos of all these environments and stuff. So, and I was using them a lot for just like, just to show where they are, or just to kind of, you could put it on like a monitor behind like terrain and stuff, or like projections. So I thought I'd just make those resources available to everyone. So it's just some very short looping videos. I think the direct download links are if you're a Patreon and stuff, but you can just use them through the YouTube links and stuff. So it's some small looping videos. I'm slowly releasing them too, so I'll probably drop some more. I might drop some more today. Got a few more I could drop down. Some. I think there was an ice cavern. There was some snowy mountains. There was so just some looping video that you can use for some added atmosphere for your games.
Love that. That's super cool. Those ice caverns. I look at the ice caverns and I feel cold. Like it makes me.
I mean, well, that's the plan.
Shiver. I know, right? That's great.
And it's all like filmed miniatures. There's no filters or effects or anything. It's all just like practical, like that kind of style, I guess, to it. So it's all just like I mean, I guess you could. It's all just like little miniature film kind of effects and stuff. Yeah, so that's the kind of look and feel I go to it, just to kind of almost make it feel like you're getting the tabletop, you know, terrain and stuff, but virtually. I guess that was the aim. Hopefully, the group got that. So I think they thought I was setting up that stuff on the fly. So like, well, if I was doing that, it probably would not have looked that good. So, but yeah, feel free to like check it out, use it, download it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just making them because they're fun to make. Just like making good pictures. I think that's part of it. Good pictures.
Whatchamahoo's it? The I'm gonna say. So, is it who's our guest? I can't remember because I'm still just becoming acquainted with him. But our guy who's making the music, is that
Travis Savoy?
Travis.
Yes.
Travis.
Yes. He's got a great channel.
Yeah, his
RPG
channel is super cool.
Music maker. Yes.
So you can use his music, right? He lets you use it as long as you credit him, right?
That's right. So you could use it for live streams, for live plays and stuff. Yeah. So he composes music specifically for tabletop games. So
That's
it's
so
all
cool.
yeah, it's all like you're often like if you're using like music for D&D, like you'll go through Spotify and like I'll get the soundtrack to such and such. This is some great combat music, but the problem with using that kind of music sometimes is it'll have a little bit of that initial tone, and then it'll like spike and crescendo on like, oh, this was in the movie when he like found the gem or something. But with Travis's music, it's all kind of composed so it has kind of a consistent tone that it's just sets that general mood and vibe. So it's like they all like loop very well and stuff. So sometimes I'm in a scene or this is combat or something, I'll just lose like one track and it will just be just this perfect kind of mood set. And they're long enough, like I think they're like usually 10 minutes long or something, that you don't notice any kind of like loop points and stuff. So yeah, definitely a great way to kind of set the mood and atmosphere if you're like talking to NPCs or combat or just trying to like, I think he's working on some horror stuff at the moment. He live streams a lot of stuff too, live composing.
I gotta check that out.
Does some live composures. Yeah, they're very interesting to watch how it all kind of gets put together. Because I'm not a musical guy myself. Right. I've tried. I've dabbled. But yeah, he's definitely very talented at that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely gonna try using it for the stream as well. Go for your playlist. Go. I've got a playlist for this.
I need to send him. I need to reach out to him and just connect with him personally and just say, hey, I'm really, because I've been checking out his channel and the content, and I'm blown away by all the stuff that he has available for everyone to use. It's really, really cool. So I want to use it, like my next video that I do, I want to use strictly just his. I want to use his stuff. Anything that I can do, like I'm like, oh, that's cool. We can use it to promote his channel, and also it's so good. I freaking love all this stuff he's coming up with.
Very like cinematic.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's just I've lost my train of thought. Just great music.
Great music.
It's fantastic.
Have more whiskey.
Oh,
whiskey.
And it's just he does stuff specifically for modules as well. So it's all just like if you're running Rime of the Frost Maiden, he's got a whole album that's just Rime of the Frost Maiden tracks that have just like stuff for like combat, for the town, for the this. He did one for Descent into Avernus, so there's an album for that now called Warmonger. There's one for the what's the one in Chult, the Jungles of Chult, Tomb of Annihilation.
Dude,
there's an album for that one. So he's making all for like these different modules and stuff. So definitely worth subscribing if you're like, because we'll do polls sometimes. You're like, which one should I do next? It's like, do the one that I'm running right now. That's what I'm running.
That's the one I want you to run. Nice.
Because it's an album as well. Like it's great because he'll have like a general theme, like a musical theme, and that'll have variations for these different types of situations. So it just becomes this cinematic adventure. I love it. I love his stuff. So couldn't say better stuff about what he's doing.
Campaign Terrain Cross is saying, Atmoseeker, I'm looking forward to your looping portal destinations for cell phones to be used with portal terrain.
Is he telling me to do this?
Maybe he might. That sounds pretty cool. Good job,
Yeah,
Cross.
I mean,
way to plant that inception seed, and I think that's a good idea.
I did have a portal something planned. It's not using cell phones, but I like the idea. It's too. A little different. Yeah. Yeah, there is something coming. I've got all of it. You know how it is, Colin. You just keep buying materials, thinking you're like, I've got this project in mind.
Dude.
I bought this whole bunch of this stuff. Probably going to be about 6 months before I use it. It's just taking up.
You'd have been so proud of me the other day. I found some. It's the plastic. Sheeting that you put around an air conditioning duct or a square air conditioning duct, and it looked very sci-fi. And I found a model of the Razor Crest, the Mandalorian ship, at Target the other day at one of the stores here. It was like $10, and I was like, "What? Like, when did they start carrying hobby stuff?" So I picked it up, and I was like, "Oh, that'll be a fun diorama to make." But I didn't buy the stuff I didn't buy it yet because I put it in the cart, and then I took it back because I was like, "No, I have so many other projects I need to do. I now know that this exists. I'll come back a different time and buy it." Like, I was like, I showed
sometimes
restraint.
It's like, sometimes it is like, they might not have it next time I need it. So, I should get it, right?
Too. Right. You're like, I should get this. I need it. What if it goes away? Oh my god. Yeah.
It's a slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope. How you doing, bud? I'm now just looking at our time. I'm okay to go a few more minutes if you are, but I don't want to I know we can go a few more minutes if you want to, if you feel up to it, or we can wrap this thing up. You let me know.
Yeah, what time is it for you?
It's 11:07. It's 11:07.
11:07.
And I've just got a text from my wife. My son is coughing up a storm right now, and he's definitely got a little cold, whatever it is. So, I really doubt it, I don't think he's caught anything. I don't think he's caught COVID. But they 4 months back in school, like even with masks and everything, like schools are petri dishes. So I'm sure
they definitely are.
I'm sure it's just a cold, but I have a feeling that tomorrow is my wife's birthday, and she just starts her vacation tomorrow. So of course he gets sick and he's home. So I think I'm gonna do a quick meeting with the students online, check in with them, and then I'm gonna have a very short day tomorrow is what I'm saying. And I'm not gonna be going in because I'll be here hanging out with the kiddo, making sure he's okay. So I'm all that to say, I got a few more minutes to hobby before. It's not going to be a super late or super early morning for me. I'm hoping he'll sleep in tomorrow. Maybe he'll get some rest tomorrow. But my child that's wishful thinking. Ben's like, I'm sick, doesn't matter. 5 a.m. Let's go, Dad. I'm like, holy crap. He's got the energy of, I don't know. It seems like he's just the never ending bounds of energy, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could harness that and we could power the world on it. So much.
Oh, look, I can keep going for a bit. I gotta throw a little bit more paint on this thing. Probably. Yeah, I could go for another. Because I got out for 5 or something. Right, but I still gotta work this whiskey out of my system. I'll put this glass just away.
No, put it forward.
Now,
I've still got more in here. I'm drinking mine. Here we go.
But look, we're all having a fun time here, right?
Sure are.
Like I'm good for at least another half hour or so. I think.
Cool. Let's do another half hour then.
Let's keep crafting.
Let's keep crafting. Let's keep crafty.
Keep crafting. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most for our the one shot you're running on your channel for us?
Mostly just interacting with people.
Fair, yeah.
I just love running D&D, and it's always like fun if it's just like a new setting or a new just like set of like characters and everything. I think that's the fun thing about one shots. You just kind of get a fresh like campaigns are great because you get invested in your character. You build your character, you find things, you battle things, you build stories. But one shots are great if you just want to like try something, try new things, try different settings. Like I think I ran something a while back. It was like a Wild West kind of like Magnificent Seven kind
awesome.
of D&D style thing. It's just like, I mean, like easily could be a campaign, but it's just like fun that you can run these small kind of like one shots to just try different types of settings and stuff. So that's the thing I love, and especially if it's just I get to use some of the terrain that I've made and everything, just to kind of set that environment. And yeah, I'm looking forward to trying some new things, hearing about these new characters, and just honestly just having a fun time, just goofing around, just pretending to be different people, and just putting on my acting shoes and trying to act and stuff. So yeah, I'm super excited.
Putting on the schmacting shoes. I love it.
And just rolling those real dice.
Yeah, the real dice.
Bullshit.
All this. Everyone was making fun of me over quarantine because whenever I'm always like slow and adding all my stuff up anyway with all my crazy modifiers and stuff. And then everyone's like, just use the dice. Like, they're always making fun of me. Like, I don't care. I'm rolling the dice. Like, I cannot do the digital thing. I have to do that. Like, I needed some semblance of normalcy. And the normalcy for me is having those actual dice to roll. So,
I mean, I just like the tactile feel of it, you know?
Same here.
You gotta roll those rocks.
You gotta roll those rocks.
That's right. I'm not a gambling man, but if I was,
I'd bring my own dice. Let me use these dice, dealer. No.
Just at a craps table, like, let me pull out my D20s. That's critical. I'm a super winner. It's like, sir, you have to leave.
You need to leave now. What?
Go away sometime.
I'm a winner. This table's hot.
I just started having fun. Come back. Bring my money.
No, too funny.
Anybody else working on crafting right now?
Yeah.
Transferring sketches from one very cramped book to several less cramped ones. Transferring sketchbook stuff. Wow.
Oh yeah. What is
redoing sketches?
Yeah. What are the sketches of? Is this of the builds cross of your stuff? You have to let us know, bud. It's exciting.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Sounds like a lot of work. Sounds like a lot of fun too. Sounds like a lot of fun.
I think this stream is just going to be the lantern stream. I'm just putting paint on lanterns.
I mean, my stream definitely. My stream has been the Warhammer stream for the last month, but that's what I've been working on, and it's fun. So that I'll say this here, and this is a late night drop for anyone, and Seb will be the first to hear about it, and so will Cross and the however many other folks, the 5 other concurrent viewers that are here currently at this moment in time. So the gaming store has donated a ton of really cool prizes for me to give away, for to my audience. So I've got some pretty cool stuff. They gave me a bunch of. He's like, I thought it'd be kind of cool to do like a terrain themed giveaway for you in some regard. So he's got everything from like one of those beginning like pre-bought like foam kits that people can craft with, to some really cool monsters that come with paints, like paint kits for like a large like 3-headed troll, from like a giant salamander to like an entire box set of Warhammer Dominion, like a Warhammer Dominion army. So there's a ton of different stuff that they gave me to give away, and I'm looking forward. I'm gonna do a bunch of giveaways coming up here pretty soon, so that'll be fun.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that'll be kind of
that
fun
sounds really cool.
to send those out. Yeah, very nice of them to do. But also, you know, Jews. I've spent the last 4 weeks building this terrain for the game shop, so that was very kind of him to do that. Oh yeah.
Well, that sounds like a great reason why you should be subscribed to the channel. Just so you don't miss out on these mad drops of just like you could get some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
subscribe so you don't miss out.
Subscribe, y'all. The big portion that we'll do. I think it's going to take place. A lot of it will be on through Instagram, but I'm going to talk about it. I'll mention it in the upcoming videos that I'm doing here pretty soon. So you guys will be able to stay up to date on it, and I'll keep you posted. But there you go. Campaign training saying each of these sketches could be a single episode. Oh wow, and I have 230 plus already. Whoa. So you've got all the content planned, Cross. We should pick one. We'll pick one soon, Cross. Pick one that you want to do on the live stream. We'll get you back on the stream, brother. We'll have you come back on and we'll do one of these. What would be a good one you want to do on air? Last time Cross was on the stream, Sebastian, we did some really easy bocage scatter terrain. So laying down some really cool greenery for the table. It was one of my favorite. Again, I felt really good because I finished something on the stream. I built, like, it was such a cool build that Cross showed us because we could do it in the 2-hour period, and we had a bunch of really cool foliage that we could lay down on the tabletop. So
nice.
Busy. That project sounds badass, Crazy Crafter. Pretty cool. Yeah, shooting the video is the other thing, Cross, right? You've got all these ideas. Now, just pick one. Start with one, right? Start with one and start assembling it. Dude.
I mean, that's the other thing, isn't it? Like, I'm guessing we've got a lot of content creators in the chat. Yeah. You know, it's one thing to be making something, but to film yourself making something as well.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a whole other thing. That's
it's
difficult to do. It definitely takes some time to work out, especially when you get like the camera set up. You know, everything, just things that you don't think you need to think about, and you would rather just let me just focus on
making
this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
It's definitely tricky, but I think there are a lot of great people out there who have nailed that. Yeah, it's been fun to watch, especially a lot of the smaller channels. You see how they kind of grow and learn from, you know, how they're kind of like gradually getting better at that kind of stuff. I feel like a lot of it's in the editing as well. You know, working out what shots you need to communicate what's going on, because everyone has to be their own kind of content producer. You got to put your producer hat on, your editor hat on to kind of get this stuff out. So it's interesting to watch some of those smaller channels grow and what they're kind of working on.
What's some of your favorite smaller channels right now that you've been watching?
Oh, I think I've been liking no, it's Ninetales Hobby. I think his name. I think that's the name of his channel. So small that I can't remember his name. I don't think it's that small though. I think he's getting close to like 1,000 or something.
I mean, he's probably no 911 subs like the Crazy Crafter Livestream, but he's getting
Crazy
there.
Crafter. He's off the chain. He's gonna get there. I believe in that guy. He's cool. He has me on his show. We paint stuff together. Well, I'm a big fan of Zane stuff. I think he's like, especially compared to like his earlier videos, you can see he's really growing into just the type of content that he's creating, and just like his editing choices, just what he's showing, what he's producing is just really high, top notch as well. And you can create high, top notch content, but being able to show it as well, that's a skill, and he's really getting there. Yeah, great channel. Same Morgan Crafts. Moderator.
moderator of the Crazy Crafter Livestream, fellow co-host of the Saturday Livestream, 100%. If you guys aren't familiar with the Crazy Crafter channel, we are. I've made, much like Seb's talked about, I've made some amazing connections over the last year, and two of those connections I can't get rid of, and nor do I want to on a weekly basis. But I get to hang out typically every weekend on Saturdays with Michael Patterson from That One Videos and Zane Morgan from Zane Morgan Crafts. You can also find links to all their perspective channels and Instagram accounts and ways to support their channels in the description for all of my streams below. They go a long way, not only to produce content for everyone, but to help me produce content and join me on live streams and provide their expertise and insight and passion for the hobby. So definitely want to give Zane a shout out. Zane's channel is new. It's less than 6 months old, and maybe about the half-year mark, but he just broke 400 subs the other day, and like Seb said, he was here hanging out in the chat with us earlier in the stream. If you're rewatching this and you're coming back like, who? He was the little guy in the blue with the blue wrench, the moderator icon popping up. But Zane's the thing I love about Zane's stuff, Seb, is the integration of not just 3D printing within his builds, but he designs his own STL builds. So it's pretty cool, man. Like, not a ton of folks in the hobby community with that skill set. I think there will be, because 3D printing is becoming more readily available to everyone, and I think more and more people will develop that skill set. But as of now, there ain't no one better than Zane.
He inspired me. Like, I'm working on a video right now where it's like I'd never modeled. I mean, I work in 3D software and stuff as an artist and stuff, but I'd never modeled something specifically for printing. And just seeing how he does it and stuff, it's been great to kind of integrate that. I mean, that's what 3D printing is really. It's a tool that you can use. So it's been good to kind of you can get some. You can craft stuff that way digitally and incorporate into things. And his videos are great because it incorporates both worlds. It's not just about printing stuff; it's about using those prints in an effective way.
That's right. And those that clock tower build is just nuts. Like, what?
That's fantastic.
Freaking insane. Like, I've never the size and scope of that is it's not a small undertaking. It's just really cool. A lot of really cool things came out of that.
Probably sleeps next to that thing now.
Say again? What'd you say?
Oh, it probably sleeps next to that thing.
I mean,
huge.
It's massive. I think he goes to bed with it every night. He's like cuddling it. He's like, oh, my build. I love that big builds. Big builds like that are fun when you get to do something on that scale and scope. It's pretty cool.
But that's the question though. Like, where do you put it? Where do you put it?
That's my question. Like, I have this freaking giant Feywild tree. I'm like, it's living on my back patio table right now. I need to make some space for it here in the garage in the studio because it's massive. I need to put that thing away.
That's why modular terrain's really good.
Yeah, that's no joke.
I mean, even if it's semi-modular,
Yep.
It packs away pretty well. But I hear you though. You definitely want some like big set piece type of stuff.
Yeah, that's why I built when we had our first D&D session back, and this was back in July. And we had it in July, and then I was just like, our DM was just like, oh, we try to come up with this like mind thing and figure out like what it like I didn't have the terrain for that basically, and he kind of like had to hodgepodge a bunch of things together, and it worked, but I was just like, F this. We had a month before our next session, so that's where I was just like, I set out to build those 4 towers, and I was just like, I'm doing it. And I didn't tell. The only one who knew about it was Richard, our DM. So when it got revealed on the day, everyone was just like, holy like, it was a cool reveal. a cool reveal for everyone. They did not expect it that day. That was cool. I like that. That was
great.
Fun.
The player reveals always have a warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Especially if you're like the one who crafted it and you see everyone's reaction.
Yep. 100%. Dude.
Okay. These lanterns.
Well, let's take a look. Let's talk about real quick here, Seb, as we're nearing the end of our stream today. Let's is there anything you picked up from working with these inks and working with your first translucent mini here, brother? It looks really good, Seb. It looks so good. I love this.
It's definitely not finished, but there's some decent lantern work. So obviously the lanterns are the real thing, and the ghost lady is the ghost thing and stuff. So I probably have to work in a bit more of the some opacity stuff into her, but I kind of just want to lightly dust it into points just to kind of pick up some of her physicality a bit more. But yeah, I think using the inks was a good call, because it, especially with like printing in translucent kind of transparent resin, especially when you cure it, it tends to kind of tint towards that yellowish kind of UV stuff. So it's a good way to tint the resin to whatever you need. So it's kind of worked well, especially you can see it up here at the top. It's pretty cool.
It's looking great.
I
think it's looking great for sure. I'm digging that print. You've done a really good job highlighting. What's neat now is when you start painting up the model and getting all the details in, I'm just noticing all the fingers. I'm looking at what a cool sculpt that is. Like, I can see the detail of like kind of the sharp, scraggly, scary looking fingernails that are on this mini.
Yes.
It's a really cool print, and I love all the detail you're adding to the lantern, and that ink on there looks so cool. I'm kind of re-wishing. I don't know what I would have done. What would you suggest, Seb? And anyone out there in the chat still, I'm open to suggestions for this ghostly feature, or this ghost that I'm sculpting. I put this layer down of kind of like, it's leftover spray can, rattle can that I had from the Feywild build. So I've got all those bright colors, but I wanted this. How do I achieve kind of that like, what can I do to kind of achieve this translucent effect that you are working within the resin? Is there what can I do to achieve that? That's kind of my question that's popping through my head right now.
I saw a video from Pickle Jar. He did something recently where he got a whole bunch of these ghost miniatures and stuff, and those aren't transparent, but he painted them in a way that they looked ethereal, ghostly like. So definitely worth checking out.
Okay.
I think he used the airbrush quite a bit, but there are definitely methods you can use to kind of emulate the same kind of like techniques. If anything to take away from it, was just kind of the kind of colors to use. I think those are important, and like the order of colors you should go. Like, do you go dark to light? Do you go light to dark? That's definitely worth checking out if you're doing some ghost stuff.
Nice.
I was hoping to see Ghost on the stream.
I mean, I can go grab him real quick. I'll go grab him. He's just off camera here. I'll go grab him. He's here.
Yeah,
it'll be a second. Entertain everyone, Seb. I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
Hey guys, it's Seb here, and it's my stream now. So we're going to do what Seb wants to do. And I think what we should do is really, let's talk about lights. I think lights are really important for creating the atmosphere and ambience, especially if you've got some feature lighting around the room. We've got some, am I just vamping here? I don't know. That's kind of boring. We shouldn't talk about lights or anything, unless you want to. I don't know. There's a cool filter on this camera now. Here he goes. Here's the go. Stop now. Hey,
what did you do? How did you entertain everyone?
That was great. We've got we're at 1,000 subs now. You're welcome.
You're so funny. All right, I believe you. I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna see those 1,000 subs. Here we go. There he is.
Whoa. He's got a decent size on him.
Yeah, he's a little bit bigger. He's definitely a big ghost. He would be a big baddie that we would face. He's not some little plebe, that's for sure. Yay. But he's pretty cool. So I sculpted the skull is a citadel skull, and then the jaw is green stuff. The tongue is green stuff. All the mandibles and the teeth here is green stuff. The hands are sculpted. The fingers down here are green stuff. And it's just paper mache and aluminum. It's just paper towel wrapped around aluminum foil on a wire frame underneath. But it looks pretty. He looks scary to me anyway. So I'm hoping he looks as scary when I finish him up here. So we'll see.
Yeah, he looks great. I think especially it's going to pick up some of those textures and stuff when you throw some paint on him. Yeah, awesome. Good to see him.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, pal.
Nice to see
treating you all right?
Hi.
Hi. Oh, the ghost guy.
Campaign Cross is saying he sucks at mini painting. I have very little experience anything translucent. Used highlighter pens on some of my hot glue crystals. Highlighter pen. That's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. That's fantastic. What a great idea. The highlighter pen is a great resource and tool. I bet you that looked great.
Ooh.
Oh shit, you guys are still alive. Nat one video's coming in hot. Just got up. Welcome to the stream, Michael. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
End the stream right now. We need to go. We need to get out of here. Gotta get out of here.
I had Michael. You'll be so proud of me. I had a little too much whiskey tonight on the stream. I had a strong pour early on, and it's been strong, that's for sure. Seb felt the same way, and he's got to work out after this, so he's got to do a workout.
I gotta get big, you know.
gotta get swole. I gotta get swole to try to kill these players in my one shot next month.
That's right.
Atmoseeker, you were saying earlier we should use dimmer lights for better video. Was that for craft videos, live streams, or both?
Dimmer lights? Did I say that?
Yeah. He didn't remember. He didn't remember. He's so drunk. He don't remember.
Sorry, I'm trying to find where the comment is. Oh, you say it just popped up for me. Moderator let it through. There we go. Thanks, Zane. You were saying earlier we should use dimmer lights for better video. Is that live streams or both? Dimmer lights. I'm not sure if exactly. I use a lot of controllable lights where you can control the brightness on things. So that's always fun, especially with I have some suspended on the ceiling here that I can control. They're like stage lights, so you can just control you can fade in the scene and stuff. So it becomes a whole theatrical adventure.
Super cool.
But that's an extra kind of little flourish you can throw in things to make things a little bit more cinematic, but
almost like
not necessary.
Popping your popcorn and your whiskey next to your mini cam while you're painting. Almost a cinematic like that.
Yes.
Or a cinematic as a
high definition, I think. We should.
I like it. Oh yeah, get that popcorn action. That salty sweet. I love me some kettle corn. We call it kettle corn here in the U.S. Is that what you call it there? Do you call it the same there?
Popcorn. Popcorn, yeah.
He just called it pop. He's like, we know you weird American. We just call it popcorn here.
It's salty sweet.
Salty sweet. Yeah, that's kettle corn. That's sweet and salty. We sell it at the open air farmers markets here, where they sell fresh produce and stuff. Some folks will bring their big old giant vats and they'll make fresh batches of kettle corn. Oh my god, so good. Love that sweet. Love that sweet and salty. Now I'm hungry. I mean, I have been drinking all night and I haven't really had dinner. I took a nap this evening before the stream.
You should just had popcorn for dinner.
I thought about making some before the stream. I should have. I would have. How cool would that have been? We'd have been popcorn brothers.
This is my lunch.
This is my lunch, dude. Oh goodness. As in dinner. Maybe he means less bright. Atmoseeker, they're not as washed out. Yes, less bright. Talking about less bright.
Less bright lights. Yeah, it's a balancing act, like for the types of lights and stuff. So, because I mean, in here, I've got lots of different types of lights.
Yeah,
There are all kinds of different lights and everything. So I guess it's just not necessarily depends on the conditions, right? Like, where are you lighting things? Like here, it's a pitch black garage, so I've got complete control over things. So very dim lights are going to have, like, you don't have to, like, I'm going to talk in the camera terms. You don't have to stop the camera. You can stop it down pretty low to get that low exposure. So you can get, so if you have a lot of dim lights, you kind of have to try and match a lot of the other lights to kind of have the similar type of brightness. So being able to have dim control on some things are good. But if you're in like a more brighter lit kind of circumstance, like, yeah, I guess bright lights are not going to be not too bad. They won't detriment anything too much. You don't want bright lights going into players' eyes though. If you if you got this around terrain and stuff, there was
unless you want to distract them and you want them blinded, then you blind them. Yeah,
big time, absolutely. Yeah, definitely having stuff like angled towards the terrain and away from people's eyes is definitely recommended. That's how I would do it, just because I don't want to. It'd be super uncomfortable to play, I think. I've got lights in my eyes right now, and I feel uncomfortable. But that's it's for a live stream.
Yeah, that's kind of the interesting setup. Like, I'm curious to see. You'll have to share with me. We'll put it in the Can you share it in my Discord? I'm gonna take a picture of my live stream setup right now, and then I want you to do the same, just sometime, whenever you think about it. But like, kind of like how the lights look up. I'm gonna take a couple. Dude, everyone's gonna see how messy my stream setup is. This is terrible, but I don't care. We're all a work in progress here, everyone. But I'm gonna send it to the Discord so you guys can see it here in a second. But I'm curious, like, what you're like. I got some new studio lights recently, and I like them. It looks a little clear, a little better, a little clearer.
Is it just some white lights, so you get some RGB?
I got some white. They're LEDs, but they're dimmer. I can dim them, so that's nice. Oh. I got them so I can use them for photos too. I'll send it to. I'm so embarrassed. I don't want to send it to the Discord so everyone will see. I'll send it to Facebook. I'll post it in Discord too in a little bit, but right now I'm just posting it for Seb to see so he can make fun of me, and then no one else will see it.
It's definitely good to be able to control the brightness of it. Yeah. I think that's if you got that ability with some of the lights like that is ideal.
Yep.
Yeah, that way you can just control it for all different types of situations.
Yep, that's right. Dude, this silver dry brush is deceptively takes some time because there's so many little high points to hit on this thing. It's crazy. It's crazy. Fuck.
Oh. I can see your lights now. Good RGB one there. So these have got like the little filters on them.
Yeah, a couple of them. The blue and yellow ones are the filter one. Like, you can change those out. Those are the cheapo ones from Amazon for like what, $20 or $30. I've had those since the early days of the stream.
Yeah, those big bar ones are pretty good. Yeah,
I love those
anything
bar
that's
ones.
going to give you like
those are the new ones.
Soft lighting. Yeah.
I gotta play around with them and see how how soft I can make it, because it doesn't take, like, just a little bit of lighting goes a long way for the film, right?
Yeah.
Come up with some cool stuff. Man, my whiskey's definitely kicking in now, Seb. I feel good. I feel so good.
glad I stopped.
No, I finished off the other bit, and I'm like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's crazy. It's crazy. Dude, 1140. So crazy.
I'm just going to finish off these lanterns, I think. I'm just throwing a little bit of some copper paint on these.
Nice. Some copper. Copper paint. I'm trying to finish off. Remember the one piece of trick? I forgot about it.
Yes.
I'm trying to get that one caught up, so I'm all at the same place where I'm almost at the stage. This next stage, because you saw last night, is the stippling stage of the weathered effects and getting all that stuff in here. So.
Oh yeah, that really brought it out.
Yeah, that's cool. And then all the washes and stuff. So I'm getting close. I won't finish these today, but they'll be done soon. I'll get them done. Like I said, Sunday. They'll all be done no later than Sunday.
You made it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have it.
I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it. It's gonna be good. Seb, have you listened to Not Another D&D podcast?
I haven't.
You gotta listen to it. I highly recommend.
Not Another D&D podcast.
Not Another D&D podcast.
Not another
one. They're on their second campaign right now. Start with the first one. It dates back. They started it in 2018. Interesting fact: they have the most Patreons out of any Patreon member on Patreon. Over 20,000 people subscribe to that Patreon on a monthly basis.
Oh my god!
They make six figures playing D&D, my friend.
Oh my god!
Pretty.
That's the dream.
That's the dream, right? Pretty remarkable. But they, again, as a DM, like, you will appreciate all of the storytelling, and it's just a remarkable storytelling. It's good. It's a great podcast. So, everyone out there, Not Another D&D podcast. I'm gonna do it one of these days. One of my dioramas that I make, I'm gonna do a video for them, and I'll make one and I'll send. They're here now. Emily Axford and Brian Murphy are two of the. Brian Murphy DMs for the podcast, and he's married to Emily, and they're here. 3 out of the 4 folks are here in LA. The other one, Jake's, I think, moved to New York, I think now, but they're local. So I'll do a little thing, and I want to send it to them because I've been listening to their stuff for quite some time now. I think it'd be kind of cool to make something for them and send it to their recording studio to have hang up, do like some little pick a famous scene from an encounter that everyone who knows the show is familiar with and recreate it and do a little diorama for them. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Sounds I mean, I did watch Critical Role for a while.
Did you?
But I've kind of fallen off for a while just because it's very long format. They're like, what are they, like 4-hour videos, streams, and everything?
Yeah.
I mean, heck, look, we're doing a 3-hour stream right now,
yeah.
But I don't know, like, so there's like D&D is a tricky thing to
the balance
live
of time,
stream and everything.
Yeah,
you gotta.
Yeah.
And that's what honestly, that's one of the things I'm wrestling with right now for our live stream, because I want it to be interesting to watch and not just to play, It's like I'd rather have something shorter that was tight and everything, rather than something too long and drawn out with shopping and stuff.
Yeah I agree. I think it's balanced. Their format, they've bounced around a little bit. They're getting tighter in their time frame, but typically between an hour and 40 with a maximum of 2 hours is typically don't go more than 2 hours for it, but an hour and 40, 90 minutes to an hour and 40 is where they fall into it. Veltenbauer Club, good morning to you, sir. We hope you are well. Thanks for tuning in and popping in on the stream. Weltenbauer Club's gonna. We'll have to get. We're trying to figure out a date to get Weltenbauer on the club. I need to send you some dates, my friend. I haven't done that yet. We'll get you on here. We're hanging out with Atmoseeker today. If you're not familiar with Atmoseeker, you'll have to head on over and subscribe to his channel. He's absolutely amazing. Weltenbauer is you dig on him too, Sebastian. He did a 24-hour challenge with Steve Famine, and they built like a treehouse encounter in 24 hours, and
Oh my god.
Steve didn't achieve it in 24 hours, but Weltenbauer did. He did, and it's freaking insane. The scope of his build in 24 hours and what he was able to accomplish. I was like, holy crap. Pretty fun.
Yeah. Man, I wish I could craft stuff in 24 hours.
I can't. It's hard for me. I can't do it. It's challenging. It's challenging.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting close to the time here. I keep I'll just, that's my problem is I'll just keep Seb on all night. I can't do that.
Hey, look, I'm happy to go until midnight.
Oh shoot. So another 15? Another 15? Let's do it. Let's do it.
I want to finish these lanterns.
All right, let's finish them. I'm trying to catch up here and do
fulfill my lantern dreams.
I need to fulfill my lantern dreams. Oh, cool. What are you working on today, Weltenbauer? You have to tell us what you got cooking. I saw your he's participating in the 10x10 challenge on Instagram that Joe Levine is running this month, and he recently posted that yesterday on his tanks that he built, and they were really, really cool. They looked very green and grimy and toxic. Those were really cool. Liked that build a lot. Well done there. Like that.
Man, it sounds like I just need to watch more YouTube channels.
I mean, he's got a YouTube, he's got an Instagram. It's like, it's never ending, man. There's so many wonderful people out there within the community. You have to think about, you're on the Tabletop Crafters Guild, right? On Facebook?
Yes.
You're there.
Yes, definitely.
That's 40,000 people strong, and that's one group. That's but one group. So there's a lot of us out there, dude.
Instagram's interesting. I've been getting into that. I think it's interesting. It's like a different format of things, isn't it? It's
it sure is.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring it out.
I don't know about everybody. Yeah, I don't know about everybody, but particularly for me, I find it a good way to just kind of like, there's like a more like little snippet or something. There's a little something behind the scenes or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried YouTube Shorts, a couple of them here and there, but it's just, I don't know, didn't have the same feel to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's good to keep those separate. Ugh, gross. Don't ever mix it. YouTube Shorts.
YouTube Shorts. I tried a couple too earlier on in the year, and I stopped them. But then it's so funny. Michael did a video on painting eyes for a TikTok, and it has over 1 million views. So it's just like, what? Like, how does that, like, it's so interesting what people, like, TikTok seems to be, I don't know if I want to call it the fad, but it seems to be the fad right now.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm too old for TikTok. I think I don't understand how it works. Because it's like, okay, you get 1 million, right?
Yeah.
But then what? And then what?
And then what?
Does that?
I don't know. I don't know what that
does. That translate? Like, if it translated into like YouTube traffic, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, but I don't feel it does. I don't feel that it does traffic. Some will traffic over.
Yeah, because TikTok is that just like that endless scroll kind of thing. Yeah. Where you just keep going from video to video to video. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about TikTok. Maybe I'm just scared of it because I don't understand it.
I mean, I definitely don't understand it. I'm always scared of it. Like, I look at it in the sense, Seb, where I'm like, it's one more thing that I have to manage. You know, like in addition to a channel, in addition to a YouTube account, and a Discord, like it's just another. It's like I'm like, man, do I really want to spend that much time into it? And the answer is no, I don't. I don't want to do that.
There's a lot of social platforms now.
It is a lot of social platforms, and I'm okay with the ones that I'm currently running. Those are good.
Did you ever think of branching out to like Twitch and stuff? Because that's more of a live streamy thing.
It's interesting you mentioned that. That conversation has come up with another content creator recently, and I have thought about that, and I'm considering it actually. I am considering doing that because it is more of a live streaming platform, and I don't know how that would work out, but I haven't tried it, and I'm always trying to find ways of what's different ways to expand and grow the channel and viewership, and that's one of them. I haven't reached out to that community, and there are a few folks over there, but not really consistent. But I also really enjoy YouTube, and I enjoy that format, and I enjoy keeping everything kind of in the one-stop shop of here's my videos, here's my live streams. I like YouTube as a live stream platform.
Definitely hear you about that. Yeah. I don't know. I feel mixed about them. Twitch kind of YouTube comparison, I guess. I don't know. Like,
have you streamed on Twitch?
I tried restreaming on there. Yeah, I've tried. I've used a restreamer where it kind of like streamed to YouTube and Twitch, and honestly, in the end, it just became a bit too much to manage, because it kind of Twitch is its own thing where you kind of have its own ecosystem, and if you're familiar with all that, then it's great. But as a newcomer to it and everything, it's like, especially there's this ecosystem and expectation of things. I don't know. Especially as a new kind of channel on there and stuff, it was kind of a bit difficult to kind of break into. I think it's hard to get exposure on there. I think that's yeah. Like, there are definitely like some good long haulers on there that get some great videos and content, and I don't know if it's something that's more geared towards just like video game content and stuff as well. So I don't know. Didn't really jive with me. Didn't really fit with me. But yeah, I don't know.
Veltenbauer on here is saying that earlier he crafted. Cross is giving some love out there. Could not craft 1 week after that 24-hour challenge. So Veltenbauer was talking about that tree challenge. He was wiped after that. Yeah, 24-hour builds like that are nuts. Campaign Terrain is saying, love your longer stuff. Your recent shorts have been quite enjoyable. I agree. I love Weltenbauer. If you guys aren't familiar with him, subscribe to his YouTube channel and his Instagram. He's got great stuff. Today, Weltenbauer says, finishing a battle mat and board, organizing Wargaming Day on Saturday. Oh, fun. So you got some game coming up. That's awesome, brother. Glad you're going to be able to do that. He's also saying he's tried Twitch, Seb, and he said he didn't think it was good for crafting. So.
Yeah, I wonder if it's more kind of geared towards gaming as opposed
Maybe.
to crafting. Probably.
Maybe. Probably, but you don't know unless you try it, right? So, and you do have to give it some traction and let it try to gain some traction as time. Like, that's not an easy. It's easier said than done to let something come to its full fruition like that. That's not an easy thing to try. Try any new platform up and let it go about. We're getting close here. I can show you guys a little bit about some close up here of where I got to today. Can zoom in here. You guys can see. Oh, I should probably hold that so you guys can see it. There we go. Oh, look at that. Seb's is looking good. Oh, I love the little copper highlights you throw. Is that copper you threw on the highlights for the handles there?
Yeah, it's a little copper on those lanterns.
That looks great, Seb.
A little extra detail there. I was going to throw a little bit of yellow with the airbrush, but I'm not sure if it's going to work out.
Do it. Try it. You might as well. But lots of little detail coming through on your mini. I think your big baddie boss is coming in great here. It's going to look great on the stream.
Oh yes, it's going to kill all of you.
Yep. More Warhammer terrain. I've got a lot of base stuff based up, and now I'm just ready for some more texture work, and some washes. I can finish those up tomorrow. Dude, let's see how this yellow looks. I'm excited to see how this yellow looks, bud.
I don't think it's doing.
So where are you hitting the yellow up on? Where are you hitting the yellow?
Well, I was just aiming on the lanterns, I guess.
Okay.
It's hard to paint yellow. I think I was just hoping that it would look like some kind of glow effect, I think it's kind of just tinting that lantern a bit. So, it's subtle, but, I don't know. No harm, no foul, I guess.
No. No harm, no foul at all. Cross, you should totally try it. Cross is debating whether to stream on Twitch. He's saying some friends of his that game on there that do gaming live streams are encouraging him to do. You should try it. Why not? Right? It's more people, more traction to send your way and be help introduce them to your work. How's that yellow looking? Let's see it.
I think it did nothing. I think I was too scared to do more. But,
fair.
You know what? I think it tinted those lanterns a little bit. But other than that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll just boost them up there a bit. Maybe get it in focus, Seb. That would be good. There we go. We got some little lanterns on there, guy.
Little lanterns on there. Yeah.
I gotta gross her up a bit though. Make it a little bit more gross, I think.
I mean,
it'll be good with the lighting. I think the lighting's gonna.
The lighting will definitely be make a very huge impact for that mini because the translucent. Look at that. There we go. Right there. Already.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I think I need to add something to her face or something. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Dude.
All right.
Love it.
No, it was good to it was good to do some of this stuff because I need to have this painted. I'm gonna make some videos and stuff for it. So that'll thanks for setting this up,
dude.
Hey,
thanks for
getting the work done.
Thanks for taking a little bit of your day off and hanging out with us today, bud. Appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure, mate. It's fantastic to just do this kind of stuff, and yeah, I mean, I'm not a miniature painter, but it's a lot of fun to throw this kind of stuff on there. Get something out of it. Get something out of it,
and also try something new that you've never done before, right?
Yes.
This is a great reminder for you all. If you haven't done so, please head on over to Seb's channel and head over to Atmoseeker. Be sure to follow him on Instagram, subscribe to him on YouTube, and if you're interested and you dig his content, you can find links in the description for this stream here to support him in other ways via his Patreon. He's got some really cool merch. I keep eyeballing that Beholder coffee mug of yours. That Beholder coffee mug is pretty slick.
I'm actually in the midst of moving everything over because everyone's on Teespring. So now I'm moving everything over onto Teespring.
Perfect. That's what I just recently. It's great. That's what I set mine up on, and I'm digging it. Speaking of which, shameless plug here, right? I've got a mug now. I've got a mug and a couple of shirts that you can, if you're interested in supporting. Some Crazy Crafter merch. It sounds like soon you'll be able to do the same thing for Seb over on Atmoseeker. It'd be I'm looking forward to the Teespring link here coming up soon on your channel.
Yeah, it's there somewhere. I think it's on my banner or something. I'll make it better. I try to illustrate some stuff too. So I'm a little with the pencil, the pens and stuff. So I do some illustrated stuff. So. Try to do some little cartoon characters and stuff. Make it less of a, I don't know. I try to incorporate my logo some fun. I guess I don't know. I'm just having fun with it, just drawing goofy stuff. And if you like it, then you can wear it.
Then you can wear it, and you can again.
I'm wearing one of them right now.
Yeah, look at that, slick. That's a dope Atmoseeker shirt. That's slick. I gotta get an Atmoseeker. I gotta get some Atmoseeker threads now. Well, and a huge thank you to all of my Patreons that are supporting the channel. Appreciate all that support. That includes Seb. Thank you, sir. That was last night you subbed and subscribed to Patreon.
Well worth it.
Appreciate that, brother. If you're interested in joining the Patreon, you can find a link to that down below for the Crazy Crafter. this will be it for me this week. I'm gonna be enjoying the weekend with my wife. Sans a little bit of testing out some stream stuff on Saturday with Seb for the upcoming one shot. Stay tuned for that. You won't want to miss that next October 30th, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We get that going on. But we'll be back the following weekend with another weekend live stream. Thank you all so much for hanging out with Sebastian and I from Atmoseeker today. Until then, be sure to craft your passion daily. Seb, is there anything you want to leave our awesome folks with here?
Yeah, just look, Colin, you're doing an amazing job. Just like you bring this community, everything together. So it's just amazing to be a part of it, and just always great to touch base with everyone with these live streams. So thanks so much for having me.
Anytime.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much. Yeah, create and inspire. That's usually what I say on my
Yay!
channel.
I like that. I'm all for creating, inspiring. That's a great way to end the stream today. Until the next time, y'all. We'll see you then. Be safe out there. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, everyone.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
But what I'm really curious about is how am I going to incorporate dungeon chains into my background? Yeah.
Not too far off. You've got some stuff there.
Yeah, the swords, right? The swords are a little kinky.
Oh no. Oh, everyone thinks I've got it. That it's.